Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and we are live. Coming up here on today's show, we got some training camp news to discuss. We're going to look at Jimmy Garoppolo. We're going to figure out why Max Crosby had to take a lap. And we're also going to talk about some unfortunate injury news around Brandon Facyson. We also are going to be looking at Garoppolo's performance overall at training camp because, let's face it, there's been some good and there's been some bad, and I'm going to discuss everything that you need to know about it. If you want to get those questions, comments on the show, you can use hashtag Raiders or Super Chat. Get those questions, comments here on today's show, and then a Raiders Kansas City Chiefs Week 12 Madden simulation. Can I get some FKCs going in the chat? And if you spam that right now, we're going to give you a shout out here on the Raiders Report. What up, Zalesbo? What up, Jorge? What up, Jaime? Crazy Guy 23. I see Shaw, Primo, A.P. 209, Juan Hernandez, Hiram, Move Today, a.k.a. Killa, L.A. Crash Dog. I almost wore that jersey today. What up, John Young? What up, Chiefs fan? Chiefs fan, tuning in on our big Raiders Day. We'll see how long you hang out for. Doreen, Chase, Ishmael, Mike, Benham, Sosa, and all hail Queen Sarah Otto. If y'all don't already know, Jeremy Chugs, he is on vacation. So we get Trizzy Trace in the house today, rocking the legendary John Borelli jersey. And guess what? We already got our very first Super Chat coming in on today's show. And I respect JJ fan every single week, Trizzy. JJ updates his picture to put either the logo, but this time it's
Patty Mahomes.
Eating corn the long way.
I love it.
FKC, Chiefs eat corn the long way, score 30-28. If you don't know, if you guess the score of our Madden simulation correctly, if it's a 50 and above, if it's correct, I do a beer boot. If it's 50 and under, so for JJ's example here, if that's the score of today's game, I got to do a beer bong here on the Raiders Report. Let's go to PG 2869. Mitch on vacation. We'll be with till battery dies. LFG Raiders. Hey man, I appreciate the fact that you're watching us on vacation, but aren't you now always on vacation since you retired, or are you talking about Chugs being on vacay? Either way, I hope that this simulation is better than last week, Trace, because whatever Chugs did in that Dolphin simulation was a nightmare.
I saw Raider Nation in the comments already getting after and saying we're going to make Chugs pay when he gets back. So
no doubt about
funny.
it.
Pretty funny.
No doubt about that one. All right, let's continue to get those FKCs flowing. One of the things that we're going to be talking about today is Jimmy Garoppolo, because we have seen reports out there that there is some of the good news. Then there's some of the bad news as well. My question to the nation out there is this. What is your confidence level after, let's say, a full week of Raiders training camp plus one practice where he had the pads on today? What's your confidence level in the Raiders QB? Scale it from 1 to 10. 1 being you're not confident at all. 10, you are a very confident person. What do we got here? Michael says 6. Robert Jansen, nice. DJ Watt's going to go with a 5. Juan Hernandez, 6. Patrick B, 9. Jimmy G is a pro and a winner. All right, shout out to Patrick B, Mount Raider more. Long Raider, 5. Killer Cruisin, 6. Michael Avelia, 6. Martin says 6. Right now, it looks like majority of the votes are between 6 and 7. Trace, you're not a Raiders fan. However,
I'm not.
However, what would be your confidence level in Garoppolo this year for the Silver and Black?
Man, I really respect Jimmy Garoppolo as a football player. I think that he is a proven winner. He knows how to take a weird situation and make the best out of it. So my confidence level has at least got to be at 8.2. I like Jimmy G. I think that he can make it happen. My question is around coaching. That's where my biggest question mark is. But if you let Jimmy cook, we'll see what happens.
Hey, you know what? I have certain questions on today's show specifically for Trace, who runs our Saints show. So with that being said, let's go to this one. This is actually right now our live poll here on the Raiders Report, 64% of y'all say Jimmy Garoppolo. 36 are now going to go with Derek Carr. My question to the nation out there is, I'm a fan of DC. I will always be a fan of DC. He's done a lot for me professionally. He's done a lot for this show. But I do think it is time to move on, and it was a right divorce for both sides. My question is, who's a better quarterback? Is it Garoppolo? Is it Carr? Chiefs fan says Garoppolo. We got Zalesbo. A lot of FKCs going right now, man. Hellcat Q, you're no Carr fan. I am a Carr fan. I think I'm just a realist when it comes to breaking down his tape. We got Alex S., Jimmy Garoppolo, Juan Hernandez, Garoppolo. It's kind of a mixed bag right now. Rafael in D.C., Luis Rodriguez, D.C. The one Madden game that I want to be able to do that's not on the Raiders schedule, Raiders, Saints, Madden. I mean, it's the only way we're going to be able to figure out.
Madden Super Bowl!
Hey, we can do the simulation. The problem is it doesn't look like the Saints are going to make the playoffs in the Madden sim as it stands right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who's winning? Who's winning in the Madden sim? Is it the Falcons?
I know.
I know it ain't them.
I'd actually have to look to even tell you that. But last time I checked, the New Orleans Saints were not doing too good. The Saints right now in the Madden simulations are 3-7.
Win out. Super Bowl. Let's go.
Atlanta is 5-5. Carolina is 4-6. And Tampa Bay's 2-8. So I mean, there's still a chance.
So everyone's bad.
There's definitely still a chance. Keep on getting those votes in. The better quarterback. I'll give you my answer here in a little bit. What? You're back to troll?
I got my Raiders silver on today.
Yep. I never know what you're gonna do. You're the ultimate troll. Marshall Green, the ultimate troll. We got this one Chiefs fan in the chat right now. If you see him talking shit, just get him the hell out of here. Because Chiefs fan is hyped up right now. He's hyped up, which I don't blame him. Because Raiders fans, we do this shit 365 days out of the year. And actually, we're going to do it 366 days in 2024.
Shit's more than a game with Raider Nation.
Hey, you just got to be built different.
Facts.
You just got to be built different.
Jorge's saying Lil Chugs. No, I'm not Lil Chugs. Chugs and I are our own separate just beasts when it comes down to putting drinks down.
What's funny is everybody is like, they look at Marshall, they look at Jeremy, they look at Rolly, and then they look at Trace, and they're all younger guys, but we're all white guys, brown hairish, and we have beards. So I get it. Let's go to the Nar Shredder. What up, man? Ban the Chiefs fan. His typing is getting Cheeto dust in the chat. Absolute loser mentality hanging in a rival team's chat. See, the way I look at it is he's kind of like the guy right now showing up to the tailgate wearing the opposing team's colors, which I respect him doing it. However,
you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, if this was actually in Oakland or Las Vegas, he wouldn't be doing that. I'm telling you that right now. I literally told my dad, because he wants to go to the Jets game week 10 against the Raiders Sunday Night Football, and he's like, do you think since I'm your dad, if I wear Jet stuff, like I'll be all right? I'm like,
nope.
I have no idea. I'm not making that promise.
Sorry, Papa Renz. No.
I'm not making that. I think if I showed up to a Raiders game in opposing team's gear, I would get my ass kicked. So I'm not going to do that.
The only way you'd be leaving is in a stretcher.
Yeah, Jaime says he would not walk out. Exactly. No, I'm gonna really lay that message to my father, who is in his 60s now, and maybe when he was in his 30s he could hang. 60-year-old Richie though,
be tough.
Yeah, I'm with you. PG says wear a black Jets jersey. I love him too much to put that on.
Yeah, you can't put that evil on him, Ricky Bobby.
I swear to you on my grandfather's life, I was about to say that exact same thing. I swear to God. All right, predict the score. We got Raiders, Kansas City Chiefs. I believe as it stands right now in the Madden simulations, Raiders are 6-5. Kansas City is 6-2. Get those votes in. We'll give some shout-outs, and then I think it's going to be time to get into today's Raiders training camp news and rumors that if I was a Raiders fan, you know what I'm talking about, I would definitely want to know what's going down. So 338 people tuned in. Jorge Crosby owns Kermit. I love it.
Hey, Mitch.
What's
I
up?
want to make a deal.
I'm
Just
listening.
like you, I want to make a deal.
All right. I'm about deals here. 30-33 from Raphael. Raiders win.
We are currently at 89 likes with 338 people watching.
It's not a great. It's not
Bad
a great
ratio.
Queen Sarah Otto will find you.
When we get to 200, there's a full bottle of Fireball right here. It is 150% full. There has not been a sip taken out of it. I will take a shot. I'm ready to go. I thought your Raider Nation wanted to get down, so let's get the likes up and let's take some shots, lads.
Oh boy. Hey. Like the show, people from DJ What up, Jorge? Click the like so Mitch can get paid. Raffle off the hat, Trizzy.
Get paid, Raider Nation, get paid.
I don't think
we could raffle that.
I'm not. We can raffle off another one. Trizzy's had this hat for a while.
I've gotten 2 more hats since this one, so this one can go.
It can go?
It can go.
I mean, if you guys want to raffle off Trizzy's hat today,
We can make that.
we can make
Dude.
it happen.
If we get to 1,000, I'll do a beer chug out of the hat.
Jesus Lord, how is that even possible with all those holes in
We'll
it?
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Sign the hat, Mitch from Jorge. All right, here's the deal. Whoever is the MVP of today's show, Trizzy and I are gonna sign that hat and we're gonna send it out to you. Sound good? It might smell like beer. It might smell like Fireball. I don't know what it's gonna smell like, but that's gonna be today's giveaway. Yeah.
There's a good idea. Put a Raiders bandana on here. Might need to make that happen one of these days with the new cowboy hat.
I'm sure we could figure it out.
We have to.
So right now, as it stands, today's MVP is PG 2869. Martin says, "Does the hat say something?"
Nope.
It just says, "I like to party." As far as I'm concerned,
It just says that that women love me. That's what it says.
they can hear you, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I can't say that. You
just,
can, I can't.
It says that the women can't keep your hands off me. That's what the hat says.
Hey, I'm always down to have a good time, and so is Trizzy Trace. All right, y'all. So coming up here live on the Raiders Report, let's get into today's training camp news. Some good, some bad. We're gonna then look at Jimmy Garoppolo's performance thus far in Silver and Black training camp. As always, questions, comments, hashtag Raiders or Super Chat, and then we will get into a Raiders Chiefs Week 12 Madden simulation. That's probably going to be in about an hour from now. Usually we've been aiming to get those Madden sims started at 4:20 our time. Oh, man. Killa Cruisin'. He said, take a shot and drink if you let get the party started. Wait. Take a shot and drink of you. Let get the party started. It kind of sounds like Killa has already let the party get started.
Party's been started.
Yeah, the party's been rocking and rolling here for Killa. Trizzy, if you want to take a shot of the Fireball, I'm laying off the Fireball today. The only drinks that I will consume, well, maybe. I got Rebel's jersey on. I got the boot right here. If Rebel pulls up to the scene, drops a 100, I got to do a boot. If Borelli drops a 100, Trizzy's got to do a boot. And if Borelli really wants to turn this into a classic shit show, we have the ability to do that as well. So we got almost 400 people tuned in right now. Trizzy said once we get to 200 likes, he'll take back a shot. And after that, why y'all going to block me? That's weird. As long as you don't say any harmful things, I'll be okay. However, if a big-time super chat comes in that says, block that Chiefs fan, I'm kicking you out. Sorry, bro. That's just the way that it goes, man. That's just the way that it goes. Brand new, though, MVP as it stands right now. Killa Cruisin', today's MVP of our live Raiders Report show. Trace is giving me the thumbs up, which means now it's time to get into our Raiders training camp news and rumors here on today's show. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. It's Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports. And coming up on today's show, we're going to look at some injury news from Brandon Facyson. We're also going to look at everything that you need to know around Raiders training camp today. I wouldn't be able to do today's show if it wasn't for our amazing sponsor, Manscaped. And if you can take a second, look down there. If you're like, nah, I don't really like what I see, go to manscaped.com, code Raiders, 20% off, and you're going to get free shipping. So what exactly are we talking about? Brandon Facyson was carted off today. Anytime I hear the word carted off in NFL terms, it's the panic button. It's the Jimmy G. He looks pretty damn good today. He also practiced well. We'll talk about that. And then even more training camp news. But let's talk about the Raiders cornerback who unfortunately was carted off practice today. And as it stands right now, we do not have an update on the severity of the injury. All that we know is that he had to be helped off the field. It looks like a lower body, lower leg injury, if you will. And it's sad because Facyson was getting some starting reps at times this offseason with the Raiders as an outside cornerback. Now that Nate Hobbs is there, now that Marcus Peters is there, I get the fact that the Raiders signed him this offseason and they gave him halfway decent guaranteed money in that $3.2 million. And I don't know if he would have started. I don't think that he would have started, but he would have been a player that would have been locked and loaded in terms of making that 53-man roster. So one of the things that the Raiders liked about him is his physicality. He's 6'2", 200 pounds, not afraid to get into your face. Sounds weird, right? Giggity. Sure. The fact that, though, the Raiders brought him in and he had these past connections, he needs this time. He needs this reps, and he needs the playing experience in this Patrick Graham system because if he's not out there, he's going to start falling down this depth chart, which right now is a very competitive overall roster. You got a good corner in Duke Shelley. Nate Hobbs and Marcus Peters are locked and loaded, going to be making the team. Jacorian Bennett is going to make the team. But the Raiders also signed David Long Jr. They have Amik Robertson, who's been playing really damn well. They brought back Tyler Hall, who they like a lot. They love Sam Webb, who's already got an interception this offseason. All I'm saying is I would have thought Facyson was a lock to make it, but now we got to wait to see exactly what happens here with this injury. All I know is I heard carted off, and man, it's I'm really hoping. Throw those 31s in the chat to show Brandon Facyson a little bit of love. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, which corners could benefit from Brandon Facyson's injury? And, you know, it's a shitty thing to talk about, but that's what you have to do, right? I try to run the show the way in terms of how McDaniels and Ziegler might try to do something where if a player goes down, you got to have that next man up type of mentality. So I'm going to give you some names in terms of which guys might be able to take advantage the most if Facyson is out with a severe injury. Now, if you don't already know, if you're looking for videos every single day, help me become the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube. And I'm not talking about content creators. I'm talking about I want to catch the Raiders YouTube channel. It's a lofty goal, but I believe that we can do it. So if you're looking for Raiders videos from a diehard Raider fan, subscribe and turn on those notifications. In my DMs over the weekend, I got one of the coolest freaking pictures I've ever gotten. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm on social media. I see people saying, that guy's not a Raider fan. That guy didn't grow up a fan. And they're right. I didn't grow up a Raider fan. But the first time I went to Oakland and I went to a Monday night football game, I was hooked. I was like, these are the craziest people in the world. That's exactly how I am. And I got this picture sent to me. I believe now her son is 14 years old, which at the time, he looks older than me. But this is, I think I'm going to say I'm like 25. I want to say I'm like 26 years old. My very first Raiders game in Oakland. Unlike anything I've ever experienced. But great picture. That's why I love when people interact with me, though, on social media. Let's continue to talk here about Brandon Facyson because, again, he was carted off Raiders practice today. And we don't, unfortunately, have an update on that leg injury. As soon as we get an update, I'm either going to update the description or I'm going to update the pinned comment on this video. The only way that I'll make a new video around it, if it's like season-ending type of stuff, because then that's going to warrant a brand new video. Before I give you all of my replacements for Facyson, who's going to replace him? Here's your opportunity. I'm talking injury is really bad. You know that he's not going to be a member of this team anymore, and they need to find a corner that was going to make the 53. I love training camp. I was excited when I woke up this morning. Raiders players putting pads on. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's August 1st. The unfortunate part about that is sometimes injuries happen. So we'll see exactly what ends up going down here with Facyson. But please, give me a player who could potentially replace him if the injury is severe. So let's go to the very first name here in terms of replacements. I'm not going to put Marcus Peters and I'm not going to put Nate Hobbs on this list because they're already going to be starters. As it stands right now, I would say Facyson and Duke Shelley, they're probably battling it out for a potential starting role as an outside corner. If I was the coaching staff, I would roll with Shelley. However, I know what Patrick Graham likes. I also know what McDaniels likes, and they like the fact that Facyson is 6'2" compared to Shelley, who's 5'10" at his absolute best, maybe 5'10" wearing a pair of Kanzuris. But Duke Shelley, definitely a name to keep in mind. David Long Jr., another name to keep in mind considering the fact that he was signed this offseason. Can play press man, can definitely get pretty competitive as well. Amik Robertson is another name that I'm going to throw out there. And even though Amik has been working predominantly in the slot this year, which I like, I think is the right role, he's looked good. And I know that he could be a dog, and I know that he can be a great player, but Amik could be a name to at least keep in mind. Jacorian Bennett, I should also say that these are not ranked in any particular order. Jacorian Bennett, the rookie. Man, the more and more stuff I hear about Bennett, you know, I said earlier that I'd probably start Shelley. The more reports that come out, the more people that I talk to around Jacorian, there's a part of me that's like, just let him go. Like, let him cook. Put him out there, start him. Let's see what happens. But Bennett is a sneaky name to keep in mind. The final name is not so much replacing Facyson, but potentially replacing that final cornerback spot on the 53-man roster. If the Silver and Black decide to keep 6 corners, I'm starting to wonder where Hall is on that roster bubble. Another name that you could throw out there is Sam Webb because they do really like him, this coaching staff. The bottom line is, though, if you would have told me at the beginning of the offseason, I would feel as confident as what I do in this Raiders depth chart, especially in corners. Like, they don't have any stars. Nate Hobbs is very good, not a star. Marcus Peters, I think, is a good player as well. But they finally have a lot of good, solid, and here's the key word, reliable depth in that secondary, which I have not been able to say for quite some time covering this team. Another name to keep in mind, if you were to tell me, Mitch, put your money right now on the number 1 corner that the Raiders could sign if Facyson is out, let's say, for the entire season. In terms of a free agent, I'm going to say Troy Hill. Troy Hill came in on a visit with Marcus Peters last Monday. Is it last Monday at this point, the 24th? And he was in on the visit with him. Because he already came in on the visit, because him and Peters are boys, Troy Hill is definitely a name that I'm going to be monitoring very, very closely this entire week, or at least until I get an update on Facyson. Coming up here, more Raiders training camp news. I reached out to some people at practice today, and I said, hey, man, give me some updates here. That way I can fill in the nation. I'm doing a lot of giggities today, so I figure no better way to get into a giggity is to give a shout-out to today's sponsor, Manscaped. When I was a kid, I would always try to do a great cannonball, and now I am proud to say that I have 2 great cannonballs. And if you want your cannonballs to look great, go to manscaped.com. Use code Raiders for 20% off, and you're going to get free shipping. I always will recommend the Performance Package. It comes with ball toner, ball deodorant. It comes with your Lawnmower 4.0. You can also see over here the, my Lord, what's the name of it? The nose trimmer, Trace. The nose trimmer, it's a game changer. If you got crap in here, the weed whacker, my goodness. If you have crap inside of your nose, next time you see somebody and they're talking to you and they got a nose hair sticking out, you know what? Give me a second here. Imagine this, all right? Imagine you're talking to somebody and this is what you're looking at. You notice? I got no nose hairs. Why? I use the weed whacker. So the next time that situation actually happens to you, think about that. And you don't want that to happen to you. So manscaped.com, use code Raiders for 20% off. All right, let's now get into the Raiders training camp practice news that I would want all Raider fans to know, some of the notes that I got in terms of practice today and essentially the lowdown. The favorite thing that I got today, which it's not really practice related, but this is the shit that I love. This is the stuff. Put it in my veins. Max Crosby up against Jimmy Garoppolo the first day of padded practice. And all the reports, everybody that I talked to today said practice was was kind of violent. Like, these guys were going after each other. There was a lot of competition, a lot of guys challenging, and you have to do that. Like, if you want to be a true professional, which Max Crosby, 100% a true professional. Jimmy Garoppolo, 100% true professional. And this is straight up like foreshadowing, because you go back to last week, Crosby said that he loved how much trash talk Jimmy was doing. And now what happens today? They get into it a little bit, and coaches make Crosby take a lap. I love that. You know why? Because a few plays later, they were dapping it up, and they appreciated that. If you're not going out there, I get it. These guys are friends. But if you're not going out there trying to take somebody's job, your job is going to be taken. Now, Crosby's job's not going to get taken, but from my leader standpoint, I freaking love that shit. Let's also talk about the man that, I don't know, kind of make him take a lap. Hey, Crosby, Jimmy G got in your head, man. That's all I'm going to say. But Garoppolo looked unbelievable today. And I saw the reports yesterday, Monday, that Jimmy was bad. Everybody's freaking out about his arm strength. And I saw the nation. They were like, we should not have moved on from Derek Carr. Well, Garoppolo was straight cooking today. I'm talking like Jimmy G at the Bunny Ranch, free sex for life type of cooking. That's how good Garoppolo looked today. Another player who was very impressive, according to a source close to me, Sincere McCormick. And I don't know if Graphic Raider is watching the show right now, but this was Graph as soon as he heard Sincere McCormick. Bang! I mean, that's what it's about. And he looked tough today. He was running with physicality. And when players have pads on, and then when there's players who don't have pads on, that's a totally different style of football. Like, a lot of the people who I was talking to said, Amir Abdullah. Well, guess what? Abdullah should look like the best running back when there's not a lot of physicality put into it. Now you add McCormick, okay? You add him into the mix, and he was running with that physicality. I like McCormick more than I like Britton Brown. And if I was the Raiders, I would flat out say he's the more talented back. I get the fact that Brown was drafted in round 7, but I'm going to take the guys that give me the best chance to win. And I can't wait to see what McCormick looks like in preseason, because he's going to open up a lot, and I mean a lot of eyeballs. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, I got 5 free agents that the Raiders should target. And today's been kind of a busy day. Honestly, the last 24 hours have been a little bit of a whirlwind around the silver and black, maybe like 18 to 17 hours. But hey, before I give you my top 5 free agents that if I had control and the money, I'd go out and sign right now, I'll give you those names. But before I give you mine, or this is a game, right? If I'm going to show you mine, you got to show me yours. Name a free agent that the Las Vegas Raiders should target. It can be any position. I am going to put a concentration on the defensive side of the football, so I will give you a little bit of tease before I give you my names. My top 5 names that if I was the Raiders that I'd target, not any order. Troy Hill's going to be a corner that I look at because of that previous visit, because of the ties, because of the versatility. Casey Hayward, another name to keep in mind, because even though he's more of a zone corner, somebody that I want you to look at. John Johnson at safety, Deron Harmon at safety, and then Rashaan Evans at linebacker. And I know what some of y'all are saying. Well, Mitch, the Raiders, they signed 2 players, and they did. They re-signed Chase Garbers. They also signed the former Kansas City Chiefs linebacker, Darius Harris, I believe is the name off the top of my head. But then they moved on from 3 players, and I talked about that a little bit earlier today on the Raiders Report, and if you missed that, it's another reason to hit that subscribe button. But because of the roster moves that the Raiders made, they have a spot that they can sign 1 player right now. So all I'm saying is, could they end up signing one of these players that you see over here? It's a question mark, and it's only a question that McDaniel and Ziegler will know. But if they do end up signing a player, we'll be going live here on the Raiders Report. So make sure those notifications are on, and make sure you're subscribed to the #1 show on YouTube. All right, y'all, let's give some shout-outs here right now. I want you to name a free agent that the Las Vegas Raiders should target in free agency. I see Robert Jansen saying Kyle Van Noy, which I've seen some different reports, and originally it was reported that Van Noy went to, I forget what team it was like reported, and then apparently he was just in for a visit. But Van Noy is a good name to keep in mind. However, the more and more I'm starting to take a deep dive into the reports I am hearing from training camp, the more and more I'm starting to say that I don't know if Van Noy is going to be the best fit for this Raiders defense compared to Rashaan Evans. Like, to me, the Raiders need more of a linebacker. If the injury to Divine Diablo, which I still don't know what it is, it's still listed as undisclosed, and if that ends up happening, then we'll see. Adrian says Dalvin Cook, if JJ holds out. I'm curious to see what happens with Dalvin Cook. The reason I say that is because I know that Cook and the Raiders have connections, though I do think Cook either goes to the Miami Dolphins or he ends up going to the New York Jets. What do we got here? Somebody said Casey Hayward from Michael Rain. I got you. Rashaan Evans from Edgar. What up, Scheffler? It's good to see you, my guy. No, I didn't get a Venmo from Chef. At least not yet. I don't know. Maybe he sends one in. I have no idea. CZR559 is Mitch, a true Raider fan. I am. The one thing that I'll always say is if I tell you I swear in my grandfather's life, then hey, that's 100% fact. And I do. I swear on my grandfather's life I'm a Raider fan. I will always say I did not grow up a Raiders fan, but going to that first Oakland game in 2019, it had me hooked. The nation is like a family. I'm a big family person, so I get what the rumors are out there. And, oh, yeah, I forgot we even have this picture from my first time I went to a Raider game all the way back in 2019, which looking at that picture now, that looks like it was taken in 2009. I mean, that's an oldie.
You said you were like 25, 26. I'm about to turn 25. I wish I looked that good. I wish I looked that good, man.
Yeah, I was a skinny guy, man.
Can't relate. I like taking shots too much.
I do too. I do too. The problem is now I got a dog, I got a fiance, and I used to work out all the time. Now I walk to work, so that's my workout. That's my workout, man. All right, y'all, we got 500 people tuned in. If you haven't already, get your score predictions in right now here on the Raiders Report. Zahn says he's hurt again. Who's hurt again?
Who?
I don't know who's hurt again. Zahn, who are you talking about? Facyson? Like, Facyson is hurt. I haven't gotten a report that... Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten a report or any updates in terms of Jimmy Garoppolo, but maybe there's an update. We'll probably get one later on. Jorge said who? I don't know who. Remember, get those score predictions in. Richard says 31-28 Raiders. Max Payne taking the Chiefs today, 35-24. 27-24 Madman Raider. Randy Pittman, Raiders 29-24. And then, yeah, Mario, you're right. I couldn't believe this. R.I.P. Pee Wee Herman, which
R.I.P. Wee.
Kind of
R.I.P. Wee.
Kind of crazy, man. But I can remember watching, what is it, Pee Wee's Funhouse, I think was the name of it. Pee Wee's Funhouse. It's a wild show. It's a wild show. I mean, maybe for today, for every $100 super chat, we can try to act our best like Pee Wee, because he would do some outlandish shit. All right, y'all, can I get an FKC Playhouse? What did I say? Did I say Playhouse?
Yeah, you said Playhouse.
Okay, I just see Playhouse in the chat.
Something like that? Playhouse or Funhouse?
Playhouse. Pee Wee's Playhouse. It just sounds weird, but what if we just change this to Mitch's Playhouse?
We could just change it to Mitch's Playhouse.
That sounds rated R.
The Raider Playhouse?
That sounds rated R. Rated R.
Sounds like a party I want to go to.
FKC's Edgar, Adrian, Steve.
FKC.
What up, Scheffler?
FKC.
For those that do not know, somebody asked earlier in today's show if we would give away Trace's hat. So whoever is the MVP of today's show, you're going to get Trace's hat. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's straight it up. You're looking good. I got to set it, flick it, you're ready to go.
I'm not from Texas,
yeah,
so.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing?
It's a thing.
So whoever gets that hat, good, congratulations.
This hat's been through quite a few memories with me, so better put good use to it.
Yeah, I really try not to drink that much on Tuesdays, y'all, just because usually you guys kick my frickin' ass on Thursdays and Fridays.
I am.
Trizzy said he'd get down with the nation today, though, so if you guys really want to get Trace a little sloshed, the rules are rules, so whatever you guys want to do, we can get this party going, but Trace is going to be the one holding it down for the most part, unless Rebel Montana shows up, and then PG, since when, Mitch? Since I know how long the season is, And I'm not shitting you. I was so hungover Saturday morning because Thursday, remember, we got crazy on Thursday. Showed up the following day to work, and I was like, all right, man, I got to put this shit together. And then Friday, y'all just, like, dry-van obliterated me. And then we had a party later on that night. I'm telling you what, I woke up Saturday, and I hated myself. Right?
Saturday morning, I don't think I actually got out of bed until 2 p.m. Like, I was hurting. I was hurting.
See, what's crazy about that is I probably got out of bed. Chuck got me up at probably like 7:30.
Yeah.
I mean, I went back to sleep then. And then that night, I actually hung out with Graf. And I hung out with a Raider fan. Shout out to Ruben. Happy birthday to you, man. 50 years old.
Oh, that's dope.
And, yeah, his wife invited me and Graf out for food and some drinks for his 50th birthday. We were out I didn't get home until 2:30. So it was literally...
Uh-oh.
It was literally back to back. Just insane days. And Trace, guess what? We got a brand new MVP because this one's rolling in from Rebel Montana. Bang! All right, this is a doozy. So if the Raiders and Chiefs game comes out to 27-24, that's an extra boot. I know the rules. I sent a hundo and needs a boot now. Call
877 boot now. Call Mitchell Renz.
I was going to say
877 boot now.
877 boot now.
877 boot now.
Shout out to Rebel Montana.
Jorge wants $1 boots. No.
$1 boots?
No. Never.
Jorge, I'll make you a deal. If you take out the B in boots and also take out the TS, I'll do that. Because then it looks like 100 boots. That was my joke. Oh, man, all right.
That's what a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Oh, man, what is this? We got some breaking news from Garoppolo.
Ruh-roh, what happened?
I don't know.
Broncos are signing veteran cornerback Fabian Morrow.
Oh, wow. Former...
a 1-year deal.
He was in the Patrick Graham system a few years ago. Giants guy, Fabian Morrow. He's gone. All right, y'all. I need you guys to do me a favor. First off, well, a few things here. Rebel, you're also the MVP, so what does that mean? It means right now you're in first place to get Trace's cowboy hat. It's going to be signed by Trace and I. And, yeah, the MVP right now, Rebel Montana with some hundreds. If you guys haven't already, start spamming Rebel down in the chat, and Trace is going to give some shout-outs right now.
Rebel Montana. Rebel Montana.
I got my boot.
Rebel Montana. All right.
Rebel, I'm not going to lie. I knew it was going to happen. You had to know. You had to know. We got Robert, Queen, Sarah, Jorge, Raiders win. Move today, Gerald Davis, Madman Raider, Raider Nation number 34, Leonard Sr., John Merriam, L.A. Crash Dog, Corey Purcell, Raider X, Juan Hernandez, the legend Juan Hernandez, John Scheffler, D.S., Aggressive Raider, Master Raider, great name. That's a great name. It's so good. I got a giggity in here. I hate pulling out of the boot. But as soon as I heard Master, and I was like, is he going to say it?
I was like, I'm going to do it.
As soon as I heard Aggressive Master, I was like,
I was like, do I do it or no?
Oh,
I do it. We're going to do it.
Right.
It's the Raiders report.
that was good.
Dark OG is saying, let's go Broncos. Yeah, tell Russell Wilson to get out the kitchen because he's cooking up some bullshit. Giggity from PG. Raiders win. F Den. Pull out. LOL from Mario.
Oh, man. That was good.
Get the F Sams. We all know the drill. F Sam. He's a Broncos fan.
I almost freaking just... Hang on, I got a burp. There's a burp in there.
Burp.
I've never had...
Push it out, Renz.
I've never had it go down the wrong pipe for a boot.
Giggity.
Yep. That was close. The aggressive Masterator almost made me choke. A lot of giggities in there. Rebel Montana, today's MVP. So far, remember, if you want a signed hat, that Cowboys hat by Trace and I, whoever's the MVP today, you get it. Someone needs to keep track of how many times Trace has done exactly that.
I'm going to do another 5 times.
All right, somebody wanted a $1 super chat. That's the deal.
Every $1 super chat. Just going to do that.
Does it not hurt?
No.
Does it not hurt your finger?
No. I mean, if you're a Chiefs fan, it'll hurt your finger, but if you're a Raiders fan, then no.
I mean, if you're a Chiefs fan, you only use your finger. So
Facts.
Patrick
Facts.
B, Mount Raider more legend, gonna go with 24-17. I respect Patrick B's hustle. He has done this every Madden sim. He got it week 1, has struggled a little bit in the recent weeks of predicting it right, but man, that was awesome, man.
Robert, it says keep Trace away from the gong. You want to know something crazy about the gong, Robert? It's standing up right there. I set it up and everything. It's all good.
Well, Chiefs fan,
It's all good.
I was going to let you hang out, but it's a pet peeve of mine, so I got to kick you out, man.
Everyone wave bye. Everyone
Na,
wave.
na,
Na, na, na, na, na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
Peace out. FKC's in the chat. We got 420 people watching, yet only 210 likes. Aggressive Master Raider got him. No, you 100% did. It's it's just always one of those things where I really try to explain to like my family, friends, and I'm sure you do the exact same thing. Like you just like get to know people in the chat,
Yep.
right? And I know like I've never met you face to face. At least I don't know if I have. I think I would know if I met an aggressive Master Raider. Yeah,
An aggressive
when the
Master
when
Raider.
the 3 beers hit. An aggressive Master Raider, I think I would recognize that type of person. I just like picture like the Quagmire Family Guy gif where it's like
All right.
really skinny arm and then the one arm is just
massive.
gigantic. But as soon as he said oh my gosh, aggressive, I knew right away, man. I knew right away.
That's an elite name. That's an elite name.
So I would say aggressive Master Raider, and then there's another guy. He's my Vibrator.
That's good.
Those are great
That's
names.
good. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Those are great names.
That's a good
What
one.
up, Martin? What up, Carter? What up, John? I'm a man of deals. How much for a Trizzy boot from John Scheffler?
Beat the record. 101 and I do a boot. Beat the record.
Beat the record.
If you want me to do a boot, you also get the hat. So beat the record.
I mean,
Sorry, not sorry.
that's a great deal. I know Chugs would have been like, Chugs usually asks for a lot more. But remember, I always tell people when you watch other chat sports programs, every show, again, Raiders Report's always been a little bit different. You guys are insane. So that's the deal. Trizzy boot, 101, it's going down.
One of my favorite memories when I first started at Chat Sports, I was helping out with Raiders running the chat, and Mitch tells me on my 3rd day, he goes, by the way, Raiders, it's not a real thing. Good luck. John, you didn't beat it, man. You didn't beat it. I told you. You had to beat it.
Well, I'll make a rule because Chef's a legend.
Yeah,
John Scheffler!
Bang! And he said it in fine to cap it off. I'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
And now we got a brand new MVP!
MVP.
All right, Trace, we got the Jimmy Garoppolo segment coming up.
Cool. We also had this one come in. Just to want to make sure he got some love as well.
What up, the Nar Shredder?
Oh, great name too.
Trace is going to go fill up the boot. What do you guys want to make him do? You want to do Trulies, Happy Dads? Trulies? Trace is going to do a Truly. Trace is going to do a Truly. I got to add Scheffler to the Boot Hall of Fame. All right, you go fill up your boot first, and then you can make up some deals. Easy. Oh, Johnny Chef. Always down to wildin' out. Hot dog water boot from Jorge. I'm not going to lie to you, Jorge. That makes me want to throw up. Like, I pride myself on being able to eat just about anything. I'm not a picky eater. I was when I was a kid. I was a really, really picky eater when I was a kid. And then the older and older I got, the less I just started to care. The two things that I can't eat that I would say most adults are able to eat, I hate hot dogs. I don't know why. The texture, the smell really grosses me out. And Alex loves tuna. I can't stand tuna. Unless it's a tuna clock, then that's totally different. Tuna clock, I'm always down for. Regular tuna, no freaking way, man. All right, the Nar Shredder. I still haven't answered this one. I once met a Chiefs fan wearing a Raiders hat because it matched his outfit, and he saw nothing wrong with that. Average Chiefs fan. I mean, that's mind-blowing to me. Like, oh, it matches my outfit. Imagine, yeah, I'm telling you right now, if somebody said, Mitch, I want you to wear an Chiefs jersey, Chiefs hat, and I'll break Raider Ron's record, I wouldn't do it.
There's a certain level of pride.
I mean, that shit stays on the internet forever. That's never gone.
Pride exists.
That's never gone. And no chance, man. No chance. Juice boot. What is a juice boot? A boot with some juice in it?
That's my best guess.
I guess.
My best guess.
Scheffler, Mitch, that was a hell of a deal. 105 boot, and he's not wearing my jersey. Hey, Chef, I know, man. Trace is always down to have a good time, so I got to respect that. The thing is, Borelli has done a lot for Trace's Saints show, so anytime Trizzy comes here on the Raiders Report, he's always rocking the Borelli jersey, which I respect. Borelli, one of the reasons why Borelli's Mount Raider more is because he does a lot of the crazy shit also on a lot of our other channels here at Chat Sports, and usually it's Saints, but that's why. But yeah, Chef, you're right. It was a hell of a deal. All right, all y'all, start throwing those John Schefflers in the chat.
I will do a shoey for $200.
Palak wants a shoey from Trace. What shoes do you got? Oh, you got your good ones.
Oh, yeah. I'll bag him up again.
He's got his brand new Nikes on. The new Nikes, 200 for a shoey. Yikes. All right, a tuna shoey. I'm good. Too solid. Frankie says, "Where's Rolly? He's filming something else." Trizzy's gonna take back a Truly boot, which I'm telling you right now, it's a lot. I think Truly boots are the most difficult out of all the boots because of the extra carbonation. And if you don't believe me, you should try it yourself. That's why we do Happy Dads. What up, Martin? What up, Raphael? Keep those Trizzy Traces, John Scheffler's flowing, King Sanchez. Wait, there's still a little bit left in there. You still got to get rid of the shoe. Jaeger boot from Ken. AP, Robert Jansen.
Jaeger boot.
Shout out to Ice. Keep it coming, Raphael L.A. Crash Dog. Diehard Raider fan. One down for me and one down for Trizzy Trace. Yikes. Today's MVP, John Scheffler, is right now first in line to win Trace's hat. Signed by Trace and I. I'm doing it like a Raider. Trace can hang. Trace can hang. There's not many people who I think can hang with Chugs and I. And, like, I love Chugs, but if we're talking about who can drink more in a 4-hour period, I'll take me. Trace might be one of the only guys that he might have me.
I'll just say this.
Trace can put him down.
I went to SEC country, the University of Arkansas. We were not good at football. The best thing that you could do on Saturdays was get hammered and
You weren't good when you were there?
Yeah, when I was there, we were terrible. We lost to UNT. That's how bad we were.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was a joke. So Saturdays were not for football. It was for getting drunk with the homies at the tailgate, like Raider Nation does. you know?
I gotcha. All right, man. We got 400 people live here on the chat. We are getting ready to get into a Raiders-Chiefs Madden sim. That's probably going to be in like 20, 25 minutes from now, so stay tuned for that. What we're going to do right now, though, is we're going to look at Jimmy Garoppolo's performances essentially from today's practice, and then we'll also look at it from yesterday's practice, the week leading up to that, because there's been some reports where some good, some bad. Mario, how much for Bean Boozled or Tortilla Slap? What happened to the Craggy game? Well, Craggy was a sponsor here on the Raiders Report for a little while. I mean, they did some good stuff, and they might pop back in here during the regular season. However, you know, you guys, I don't let anybody just come on this show for free. Yep. But Craggy is owned by one of my really good friends, so we'll see if we can work out a deal. I don't make all the deals, though, here on the Raiders Report, unfortunately. Fortunately, we have an agency that handles a lot of that kind of stuff. But if you want to do some Bean Boozled, and if you want to do some tortilla slaps, I'm a little bit nervous about the tortilla slap because Trace and I the one day went insane with it. But if you want to do the Bean Boozled, $20 super chat. Every single 20, I'll do a Bean Boozled. We just got to go get them. They're out there. What up, Killa? We should all as a nation have a big meeting in Vegas. What do you think, and what does the nation think? I mean, I'll tell people, Chugs and I are going to be out there week 3, that Sunday night football game against the Steelers. I mean, that's how I'll always say is probably the easiest way to get as many Raider fans as humanly possible. Show up to the Tropicana where it's going to be Graf, it's going to be Raider Cody. It's going to be a crazy Raiders event. We can all get together. It is free to get into. You will have to pay for food. You will have to pay for drinks. That's just kind of the way that it goes. But are you guys down to meet up in Vegas? Give me a yes, or if you're like, you know what, man, I'm good. I'm good on it. I don't need to do it. Mario said, say no more. I was going to say, if there's no more Bean Boozled on either Jeremy's desk or Sperry's desk, I have the Harry Potter ones in my backpack. So basically the same thing, just different flavors. Meet up in Vegas. Are we down? Mitch's Misfits. No. We're still the nation. I appreciate it, but I mean, can you imagine? You guys know how crazy we get online. In person, in Las Vegas, before a Raiders home game. Oh, my Lord. That shit would get insane. I mean, absolutely insane. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, y'all. Meet up in Vegas. Yes or no? Let's get those votes in. I've seen a few yeses from Kenneth is in. Gerald Davis, you in. The Nard Shredder, JJ fan, I don't know. Got to let me know, guys. Got to let me know. All right, we are 10 likes away from 250, so if you haven't already, take a second and click that like button. Believe it or not, it does help me out quite a bit. And then we will finally get into the latest, and we'll talk about Jimmy Garoppolo here because I do want to look at in terms of the lowdown, the latest, everything going on around him. So that's what we're going to look at, especially if he's done well, if he hasn't done well. Yep, that's it. These are the Harry Potters. These are kind of gross. All right, so we got earwax, earthworm, dirt, cinnamon, cherry, candy floss, booger, blueberry, black pepper, banana, marshmallow, grass, green apple, rotten egg, sausage, lemon, soap, tutti frutti, vomit, and watermelon.
For the sake of the giggity, I hope you get sausage.
I don't.
I really do.
Earwax is delicious.
Do you need a trash can just in case? Here's one over here.
Son of a gun. I don't know. All right, this is either going to be grass, green apple, or booger? Grass, green apple, or booger?
I have a feeling it's grass.
It's grass.
Is it just taste? What does it taste like? How do you make a jelly bean taste like grass?
It tastes like
Drive fast to eat grass.
I can't swallow it. Giggity.
Giggity.
Hang on. It literally tastes like you just put a whole bunch of fresh grass in your mouth, or it tastes the way fresh grass smells.
Okay, I can.
Like, you know what I mean?
That. I can picture that.
Like, it's not as bad as like some of those other ones. Like, that one wasn't as bad. It wasn't good. Like, some of them make me want to throw up.
Liver and onions. Worst one.
That one's awful.
Worst one.
Sorry, Mario. We played the game. Mario, I'll make you a deal because you're a good sport. I'll do one more for Mario because he's not happy. And I'm pretty sure I picked soap. Soap or black pepper? I think it's going to be soap.
Neither of those sound good.
Soap tastes like soap.
Did you ever have your parents wash your mouth out with soap?
No.
My parents would do that sometimes whenever we were mouthing off. My brother and I would have to put soap in our mouths.
Oh, see,
ideal.
I'd get pepper.
Not ideal.
I'd get pepper on my tongue.
That's smart.
I don't know.
My mom started doing shots of apple cider vinegar. That sucked. That sucked.
I thought you were about to say, yeah,
that might do shots.
My mom made me do shots. Yikes, man. If your mom made you eat soap when you said something bad, type soap down in the comments right now. All right, guys, I think it's time now to get into today's segment. Here around Jimmy Garoppolo, there's been some good. There's been some bad around his performance in training camp. I'm going to go through my exact thoughts, my exact analysis on it. I see a lot of soaps, man. I see a lot of soaps right now.
Y'all's moms were great, too. I love my mom. Y'all's moms were great.
I love my mom, too. But no, I can't, at least I can't remember a time where I had soap in my mouth. Like, I know, like, as a kid, I tried it on my own.
Yeah, happens.
I remember the first time I tried it on my own was after I watched The Christmas Story.
Uh-huh.
And I remember it was like, how bad can it be?
It's bad.
It's not great, I'll tell you that.
So there was one time, I vividly remember this, it scarred me. Instead of a bar of soap, we didn't have any bars of soap, so we had to use liquid soap. Not ideal. Not ideal. Definitely learned my lesson
I feel like
after
that's
that
not
one.
safe.
I learned my lesson. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking it. Here we are.
Right? Yikes. At least she didn't make you drink bleach.
He says, I got Will Smith, too. That's so good.
I got Will Smith. Yikes. I know. I don't think he is, but you never know with Jacobs. Hopefully he gets his shit together and gets back there on the field soon. JJ fan, Mitch, did you get my donation? It was the very first super chat we put on the show, JJ. Now we're good. We're very first one. All right, y'all, I got to get into this Garoppolo segment. After that, Raiders, Chiefs, Madden simulation here on the Raiders Report. Coming up here on the Raiders Report, Jimmy Garoppolo has been good and he's been bad at Raiders training camp so far. I'm going to give you everything that there is to know around the Raiders starting quarterback and how he has performed. On Tuesday, there's some smiles out there, and this is the good because he looked really, really sharp during Tuesday's practice, which I would say is probably the most important practice considering the fact that it was the very first one that the Raiders had pads on. But you know what? I listen to the internet. But Meech, the beat reporters have said that Jimmy Garoppolo has been bad. You know what? You're right. I see what these beat reporters have said. I saw what everyone was saying on Monday. I am on Twitter, and if you don't already follow me, you can hit me up at Mitchell Renz 365. But guess what? It is going to be an up and down thing. That's what the early training camp is supposed to end up doing. If you didn't see the negative reports out there from some of the beat reporters around Garoppolo, this is one thing that Vincent Bonsignor from the Las Vegas Review-Journal had to say. There is no getting around the struggles of Raiders quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo on Monday. He didn't look good, period. And then Vic Tafur from The Athletic also weighed in, saying Garoppolo has struggled with the deep ball early in camp, and some critics would say it's never been a strength, but he's coming off foot surgery and shaking off some rust. So when I see all these reports out there from beat reporters, when I see everything that goes down around Garoppolo, I get it. There's a lot of concentration around him. Why? He's the Raiders' starting quarterback. Why? The Raiders also moved on from Derek Carr, a fan favorite. But I am here to tell every single one of y'all that come across this video, do not panic when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo. The first reason why I'm telling you not to panic is the deep ball has never been a strength of Jimmy G's. Like, if you were sitting here today, Monday, let's just say, and you're like, I was really counting on Garoppolo to be able to throw that deep ball effectively, I would look at you respectfully and I'd say, you're an idiot, or you don't know ball. Is Garoppolo a good quarterback? Yes. But if you expected him to be an above-average deep ball quarterback, I'm sorry. You're going to be disappointed. And I'm going to give you my other two reasons here in just a second on why you should not panic. But to make sure you don't miss any Raiders training camp news, the latest rumors. Heck, I did a show late on Monday when the Raiders signed their linebacker. I did a show bright and early this morning. Bottom line, videos every single day around the Raiders. I don't want you to miss it, so subscribe. Let's go to the next thing here. I think of this as spring training long toss. And some people who understand baseball terms will get this. Other people simply, they probably won't. But in baseball terms, when you're a pitcher, when you're a player, when you play baseball, one of the things that usually happens the first week of practice is you get loose a little bit, and then you really try to air it out. You try to build up that arm strength. And I've talked to some NFL teams out there, and I've talked to some quarterbacks, and this is something that some teams like to do in terms of a guy like Garoppolo, who hasn't really thrown the football that much, and you want to make sure that his arm strength is 100% there. So what do? They long toss. So I actually talked to a source at the Raiders training camp, and Garoppolo was throwing a lot of these deep balls to just show off the arm strength. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't look good. It's more or less you got to get that muscle memory back, and you got to build that arm strength. That way, when it actually comes time to throw that deep ball in a game, when it matters, you have the ability to do it and to be able to execute it. The final thing that I'm going to bring up here is, isn't practice made to work on your weaknesses? Like, the amount of reporters out there that were ripping through Jimmy G on the deep ball this, deep ball that. If I'm Garoppolo, I know that I can throw a 10-yard slant effectively. I know that I can throw a 5-yard out. I know that I can throw a 15-yard post. I know that I can do all those things. The one thing that continuously gets knocked on Garoppolo, which is fair, is his ability to throw the ball deep. So if I'm stepping into camp here, why the hell would I not work on it? Like, I love the fact that they're working on it as much as they are. And I get it. He doesn't look all that great right now. He needs to work on it. I want him to practice what he is not good at. That's exactly what practice is for. So don't panic on all the bad reports around Jimmy G. And I want you to take a deep breath, because I'd rather him struggle now in July, which August 1st is when I'm making this video, compared to him struggling in September, October, November, and December. So after seeing all this, what is your confidence level right now on Jimmy Garoppolo running this Raiders offense? I want you to scale it from 1 to 10. 1 being you are not confident at all. 10 being you are very confident in Jimmy Garoppolo. As I stand right now, I'm going to go with a 7. This is kind of where I've hung around with Jimmy G. And I'm just being real with y'all. Like, I believe that he has the ability, the mental toughness to command an offense in the huddle, right? The fact that him and Max Crosby got in on it on Tuesday and Crosby had to run a lap, I love that competitive nature. And I want my leaders to have that. I want the fire. I want, and I say this all the time, when you're in the huddle and those 10 other guys are looking at you, I want my quarterback to be able to look at every single one of them and say, hey, we're going to get this first down. We're going to get this red zone touchdown. We are about to convert right here. And Garoppolo has that. He also has the ability to trash talk. And if you can get underneath Max Crosby's skin, I think that just goes to show how great of a trash talker Garoppolo is. But also on top of that, Tuesday practice in pads was a lot more crisp than Monday's practice, not in pads. Last time I checked, they play in pads. So for that reason, I'm going to weigh that much, much better. I'm also going to say this. I had a source reach out to me who's at Raiders training camp, and he's been there every single day. And he's like, honestly, dude, Garoppolo hasn't looked as bad as what the beat reporters are making it sound. And he sent me that message, and I was like, all right, that's fair enough. And then you see all the stories out there of the deep ball Garoppolo threw to Davante Adams, and Davante pointed at the beat reporters and was basically like, make sure you write that down. And I know sometimes people don't think that players see reports or they don't see YouTube videos or they don't see articles. Of course they do. And they have seen how much negativity has been around Garoppolo, and the beat reporters are probably a little bit upset. You know, they don't really have any sources anymore. They're getting beat consistently on a daily basis by content creators, and that can get frustrating. And I see it point blank. If you don't follow Vic Tafur and you can't see how much of a negative Nancy he is covering this football team, then, man, you got to open your eyes right now. That's fine. Vic can do that. He's one of the best in the biz. But I'm also saying when Raiders players are noticing, like Davante Adams, that you're being a negative Nancy, I think it's my job also to sit up here and say, hey, he hasn't been nearly as bad as what beat reporters are making him sound. Now, we're also going to get into more things around Jimmy Garoppolo, but, man, I got an awesome deal for all of y'all. If you want some Raiders gear on sale, in fact, raise your hand right now. I know I can't see you. Raise your hand right now if you want Raiders gear on sale. If you do, you got to go to chatsports.com/Raiders sale. There's 2 S's in there, so make sure you get both of them. Those links are going to be available for you guys down in the comments and in the description of today's show. I'm going to say we have over 100 things on sale right now. We got combinations of hoodies, women's apparel, kids apparel, men's apparel. There's combos where you can get hats, you can get t-shirts, long sleeves. Bottom line is, like, if you need some back-to-school stuff, I think it's a great option. If you just need some brand-new Raiders gear for the preseason, for the regular season right around the corner, go to that link. Some of the stuff is up to 50% off. It's chatsports.com/Raiders sale. So that's the deal that we got going on right now. But you know what, man? You hear that? Sounds like a whiny Raiders fan. But Mitch, the Raiders shouldn't have moved on from Derek Carr. I think the other reason why you're hearing so much damn negativity around Garoppolo is because of the Raider fans, and it's sad. All right, I'm telling you this point blank. This is one of the saddest things about this team this season is people are hoping, Raider fans are hoping, that Garoppolo fails, that the Raiders fail just because they moved on from D.C. I can sit up here and say that I didn't like the Garoppolo signing. I don't believe in Josh McDaniels as a head coach. But I can also sit up here and tell you that the best thing for not only the Raiders, also Derek Carr, was the divorce. Because these two sides needed to split up. They did. And if you're sitting up here saying, like, they should have never moved on from Garoppolo, they should have stayed with Carr, I just simply disagree. There is nothing about Derek that made me want to stay with him. In fact, Garoppolo has won more football games. And that's a lot of times what people talk about when they talk about quarterbacks. Now, in terms of D.C., I've also heard that D.C. has struggled a little bit this offseason with the New Orleans Saints, and I had a source reach out to me over the weekend, and they told me that one of the reasons why they brought in Gruden earlier in the offseason was because they were hoping that Gruden was able to unlock Carr. And the last time that we saw a true top 10 quarterback in D.C. was probably when Gruden was the head coach. He was bad last season with McDaniels. And I just sit here and I watch the tape. I look at this. I look at that. And I'm not trying to besmirch D.C., but I am sick and tired of Raider fans ripping apart Garoppolo in July and in August because they miss Derek Carr. Just move on, man, right? Like, Move on. And it shouldn't surprise anybody because we've also seen DC struggle in learning new systems. Am I surprised that maybe he had a little few bumps in the road in New Orleans? No, it's a new system. Was I surprised when Carr struggled as much as he did for the amount of years that they did with the Raiders? No, he had to learn new systems all the time. So am I really surprised that Garoppolo has a few, we'll call them bumps in the road right now? Has he learned the McDaniel system before? Yes, but I guarantee you the McDaniel system, what it was back in New England, I'm sure there's a few different changes now, and he's also worked in some other systems, so he's got to relearn that language a little bit. There's going to be a few bumps in the road. So all I'm saying is for all the Raider fans out there that are riding DC all the time, if you can sit up here all the time and give me the argument of, oh, Derek had to deal with all these different changes, and it was early on, and he had to learn a new system. Well, can we do the same for Garoppolo? Like that's all I'm trying to say. There's some good, there's some bad, and that's okay because it's still freaking training camp after all. But you know what? I love having debates, and I love debating. Some people would say I'm an aggressive master debater. Like that one, Master Raider? In terms of when I sit down with my friends, I love talking sports. And I try to do it, and that's what this show here is 100% around. So who's the better quarterback? Let's go. Let's debate it. Is it Jimmy Garoppolo or is it Derek Carr? Let me know down in the comments section right now. The better quarterback for the Raiders is Jimmy Garoppolo. The better quarterback in Josh McDaniel's system is Jimmy Garoppolo. And really, man, that's all I care about at this point. I want Jimmy G to succeed because if he succeeds, that means the Raiders win. If the Raiders win, I'm okay being wrong. There is nothing more that I want than to be wrong. I said I didn't believe in the Garoppolo move. I said I didn't believe in the McDaniels move. But I'm a man enough to swallow my pride and say that I was wrong. Why? Because I just want the Raiders to win football games. So in conclusion, let's give Garoppolo a little bit of time before we already start freaking out and saying it's a failure. Because after that Monday practice, it was a full-on meltdown on social media. This guy stinks. He's never going to be able to do it, this and that, this and that. It was July. July 31st was Monday. It is now August 1st. When you guys see this video, it might be August 2nd. All I'm saying is, for the love of God, give Garoppolo a little bit of time. And after a few weeks, if it doesn't look like it's working, well, then cool. Let's rock with Aiden O'Connell, another player that I'm really hoping Raider fans turn around on because I'm also sick and tired of hearing, oh, but he's wearing number 4 like Derek Carr. Well, too bad. He didn't win anything, so that jersey, it's not going to get retired. I'm rooting for Jimmy G. I'm rooting for the Raiders. I'm rooting for Aiden O'Connell. And if you're a true Raider fan, I think you'll do the same. All right, yo, what up, JJ fan? Wow, there's a lot of corn the long way there. That's Herbert Mahomes and Russell Wilson eating corn the long way. I love it. I love it. Every super chat, Trace has got to flick the tip. That's what we're going to call it. Every single super chat, Trace has got to flick the tip. Let's go to the Nar Shredder. Reality check for the nation. Carr does not know you exist. He is not your ex-girlfriend. Jimmy is our quarterback, and if you're not on board, then you're not Raider Nation for life. And I agree with this sentiment in terms of a lot of times people get so emotional around people who don't know who you are, right? And I'm not trying to compare myself to Derek Carr because he's up here, and I'm all the way down where my shoes are compared to where people know me. But I agree with it, where people get so upset over somebody that you've never met before, right? Like, it's a tough thing to wrap my mind around. No, don't get me wrong. I've been on this show. I have gotten very emotional around DC, but it's because I care about the Raiders. And I get the fact that people have brought that up, but now the fact that DC is not a member of the Raiders, move on. It's okay. I promise. You're going to be a lot happier when you do, man. For sure. Oh, man, I can't wait. Hey, I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see what this season holds. I think this team is going to surprise a lot more people. I'm not saying that they're going to be a playoff caliber team, but they're going to be better than what they were last season, and I'm pretty damn confident in that. All right, y'all. It's time. Madden simulation. Killa says, I think now they got you.
It's been unmuted for a minute.
Oh.
It's been unmuted.
Who you got? Raiders, Chiefs. Type LV for the Raiders, or I want you to type KC for the Chiefs. Let me know right now.
As the legend Bruce says on UFC, it's time.
Robert Jansen, Venom, not before me. 10K super chat against the who?
Who?
During a Knicks challenge from Robert Jansen. Robert, we'll see, man. That would be nuts. That would be insane to me. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. All right, y'all, it's Madden time. Who you got? Who you got? I'm seeing a lot of LVs from DS, Aaron, Venom. What up, Swip? What up, Brian? Keep those votes coming in the chat right now. Friendly reminder that if you haven't already, take a second, subscribe, turn on those notifications. If you haven't already, also helps out the video when you click that like button. What do you got for me? Yeah, no. Nothing like that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to roll through Madden. Oh, boy.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Oh, boy.
Look.
Whoever is the MVP of today's show gets Trace's cowboy hat signed by Trace and I. Well, technically, Scheffler is the MVP so far, and Scheffler's 110 in. 110 in. Yep, 110 in. So, yeah. $100 super chat from Borelli. Trace has to do another boot.
Facts.
He wore the jersey today. I said, I don't know. Are you still muted? No, we got you now. Yeah, I'll say we got you now.
I haven't been muted. Raiders working out. Hey, don't say SMH, Rick. Rex Burkhead is a family friend of mine. It is not SMH. That is Plano legend. That is Texas high school football legend. That is starting varsity as a freshman legend. Rex Burkhead to you, sir.
Yeah,
Rex
it's
Burkhead.
kind of surprising. I mean, they're working out. So apparently, Damian Williams and Rex Burkhead.
Yeah, funny enough, my mom is friends with his mom.
Really?
Yeah, we grew up in the same neighborhood.
Hey, get him on the show.
I'll
I
text
mean,
him.
I
will text him. I can hit him up. I'll have my mom reach out.
I've reached out to, or I've talked about Burkhead a few times on this show for my old running back replacement. If Jacobs, something happens with him, which that's probably like 2 or 3 months ago. And I only did it because of the receiving back nature. And he was also with the Houston Texans, Casario. That's just kind of how this whole thing ends up going down. But, man, Scheffler said, if I win, he can keep the hat. Just do another boot.
Okay.
Hey, fair enough.
That's what you want. Who's Rex Burkhead? He's a legend in Texas high school football. He's a running back. 4-year starter. Varsity as a freshman. He's a stud. He went to Nebraska. He played with the Patriots. He's played with a few teams.
With the
Texans. He got drafted, I think? Or UDFA
I know.
with the
I know he
Texans.
was with the Patriots and Texans.
Yeah. Burkhead is he's a stud. He's a cool dude.
Hey. Well, I will have to see. He's definitely not what he used to be. No doubt about that.
Facts.
But
Facts.
if the Raiders do end up going out and getting another running back here, I mean, they've been working out some guys. They worked out 2 backs last week, and now they're working out 2 backs this week that are pass catchers. It's going to be intriguing to see what the Silver and Black decide to do, man. Okay. You ready?
Are we doing it? Is it time?
I'm ready. Also,
Is it about that time?
Oh, wow, that looks great. So Chugs just sent me a picture.
You want to show him? I can put you up bigger.
Chugs just sent me a picture. It's going to be hard for you guys to see. Spicy jalapeno cotton candy.
Whoa. That's interesting.
I think it sounds elite.
That's
Patrick B!
wild. Yeah, somebody said that Rex Burkhead was drafted by the Bengals. That is correct. That is correct.
I was going to say, I thought that he played on the Bengals,
did,
but I
he
didn't
did.
want to jump the gun on that. I think it was Bengals, then he went to New England.
Yeah, Bengals, New England, and then Houston. Yep. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
I believe 13 will have a bounce-back Pro Bowl year. I think he's going to have a bounce-back year, Patrick B. However, I don't see a Pro Bowl year happening, and the only reason why I say that is because there's a lot of mouths to feed in that Raiders offense. Well, what up, Daddy? Because this one's rolling in from John Borelli! Bang! Spam John Borelli!
Borelli! Borelli! Borelli! Borelli!
Borelli wants the hat.
If you want the hat, we're going to make sure we can get it out to you, John Borelli. You just got to win the Super Chat battle.
Borelli, what a legendary move right there. Put 2 on the Boot Hall of Fame, which means, Trace,
Boot time.
you owe me a boot, and then we'll get into this Chiefs watch party here. Mount Raider Moore, always out and always repping. You never know what's going to happen with Mount Raider Moore. Yikes. Trulies looks like piss. Yeah, I say Trulies when you pour them in. Hydrated urine. Hydrated urine. Trizzy still $100 boot. Maybe. After this one, we'll see where we are, Chef. We'll see where we're at. I'll offer another deal here for Triz once he gets back. But man, that was Borelli, some legendary shit there. Let's give some shout outs here to the people spamming Borelli. What up, Aaron? Appreciate you, man. We got Sean, we got Matt, we got Venom, Martin, Jorge. Ooh, Robert Jansen in the chat as well. Venom Sosa, Mario, Martin, Queen, Sarah Otto. Our dog. What's up? What's up? All right, Trace, you ready? It's boot time. Boot time. It does look like urine. I'm pretty sure you peed back there. What are you doing? Don't do that. We don't need that. Put that over there. Yeah. You're okay. Here we go.
Cheers, Dad. Hope I make you proud.
Get the Borellis going in the chat. Get the Borellis going in the chat. What up, Jorge? What up, Kenneth? Venthrak. Absolute legend. Juan Hernandez. L.A. Crash Dog. Sir Borelli. Free Fly Jedi. James Cavanaugh. We got Rob, Levi, Sean, Queen, Allen, Ice Baby, Die Hard Raider Fan 365, PG 2869, Robert Jansen. A little bit left. And it looks like we got a Broncos fan in here, so we're going to put him in timeout for a little bit. He needs to calm his tits down. Jaime, what up, my guy? Mario, Ira Jackson. Ooh, man, Ira Jackson. Big time spender here on the show. Zalesbo. Pinkies up. NY Raider fan. Let's freaking go, man. What? The bottom of it's chipped? Oh, wow. Keep an eye on it. I don't know. How does the bottom of a boot get chipped? I have no idea. Mario, high rollers. Hey, I don't know. Kind of crazy. Raiders in for workouts today. Rex Burkhead and Damian Williams. That would be something. If they ended up signing one of those two guys, that would definitely be something. We'll have to see. You give me the thumbs up, Trace, and then we're getting ready to get this Madden watch party on the road. He broke something else, Mitch. First the gong, and now the boot.
For the record, the gong is not broken, and also for the record, the boot was cracked when I started chugging. So
you did break the gong.
No, it wasn't. It's not broken. I'm just gonna prove a point. I'm gonna prove a point here. What does that look like? A gong standing up.
I know, but it's missing 2 legs.
It's standing.
Imagine
And
if
you can get some wood glue and I can fix it.
yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Imagine you cutting off your feet.
Not the same. Not the same. That is a third foot. It's like a tripod.
All right.
Like a tripod.
All right. How about this? Imagine cutting off your toes,
Okay.
or like where the balls of your feet are. You cut that part off.
Okay.
That's makes it a lot more difficult.
The balls of your feet.
Yes. I know. I'm saying that's the same thing.
It's a little harder. You get old.
Walk with your toes pointing up in the air. That's what the gong has to do now.
You get old.
Yep. It would get old. It would get old. That's funny. All right, y'all. Madden time. Actually, you know what? Can I go pee real quick? Yeah, let me go pee real quick. Trace's going to hang out with you guys for a few seconds. I'll be right back. Not yet.
Not yet.
Now you should
What's
be
up,
good.
Raider Nation?
All right, you're good.
Yeah. So this button's been getting sticky. Giggity. Giggity. What's up, Raider Nation?
I'm not doing shots. So you
want
to do shots? You can do shots.
Maybe I'll do some shots. I'll do some shots. All right. So Robert Jansen is saying Trace is the reason we can't have nice things. Fair. Fair. My mom says the same thing. My mom says the exact same thing. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's your boy, Trizzy Trace, not Mitchell Renz. So while Renz is gone, every shot we get, or every super chat we get, is a shot. So let's make this happen. Raider, Morty? I don't want to, if I'm miscorrect, or 2 boots, man, it'll do it to you. If I'm mispronouncing your name incorrectly, I'm sorry. But late to the party, what's good, Nation? What's good, Raider Nation? Let's go. Yeah, and just for the record, y'all see the bubbles. Y'all see the bubbles. Out of context, will you guys go for the F1 Grand Prix in Vegas? That would be really fun. I know a lot of friends, or I have a lot of friends. Muerte. Thank you, Rafael. Raider Muerte. Thank you. I really wanted to make sure I got that one right. Thank you for the super chat. Late to the party. What's going on? Shout out you, Raider Muerte. Thank you, man. Appreciate the donation. Mario, shots. Everybody. Rob, Hero, how much for a fireball boot? $10,000 and we can talk. $10,000. We can maybe have a discussion about that. Raider Kiko, $10. Raiders. Gonna win 27-24. Good on you, Trizzy. Venom Sosa, hope you're doing well, man. Every super chat, rules are rules. I've been following the rules. Man. Rob Hero, Tri-Van, where you at? We need a 10K stat. Yeah, I'm not doing a boot of fireball. Actually, the thing is, if I did do a boot of fireball, I would also need like an ambulance on standby kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which is probably not a good look. They asked how much for a fireball boot, so I set the price at $10,000. I was like, all right, fine, we can make a deal. $10,000, and we can have a discussion about it.
Jeez, I don't even know if I'd want you to do a fireball.
Well,
boot.
I did say if I did do that, I'd need an ambulance on standby, so whoever sent it in would need to call an ambulance first. We need to see that it's here.
Holy crap! I mean, I don't know if I'd want.
You're selling a $10,000 super chat / Venmo.
I know, but I don't want you to go to the hospital.
Somebody's got to send it in first. And I said we would talk about it. I didn't say I'd do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that idea.
That's why I said it so
It
high,
makes
man.
me nervous with Raider fans. So you say that, and I remember. Yeah, I can remember the very first time I went home. I remember talking to my dad, and I was like, I remember the first time somebody sent in a $100 super chat. I remember the first time somebody sent in a $300 super chat. I still remember. You never know with Raider fans, man. You just never know.
It happens like that. That's the thing with Raider Nation. You don't even get time to react to it. It just happens, and you're like, well, damn.
Well, here, we're letting it ride. What up, John? 2 o'clock, and I'm not going to post to score because I would say KC was going to win the sim, just being honest.
You know what? John Scheffler, that's the right move here. You don't predict the score because it's FKC always.
FKC,
Always FKC.
as always. Scheffler wants a 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock is shot clock. Okay. So, Trace, if you're down for 2 o'clock, so that's how we're going to do it here, Chef. Every single, we'll do $20 super chat because I'm not taking shots. Every 20 that comes in the next 60 seconds, Trace is going to knock back a shot. And because Scheffler already sent in 50, if somebody sends in the very first 10, we'll count it.
What? Rob Hero, how legendary would it be to have the first Raiders Report on your first show? Come on, Trizzy. I've been on Raiders Report before. That's a thing.
Very true.
I've been on it a couple times.
All right, starting the clock right now. You got 60 seconds.
Let's get down and let's get crazy. Let's take some shots.
60 seconds. You're making Trace do shots. You count the previous money from Robert. Yeah, so Scheffler, you already got 2 from Chef. Yeah, your shots are gigantic. Ira Jackson took advantage of the deal, so now it's Ira and John. That's another one. Everything after that is 20. Jesus. Holy effing shit, man.
I'm going to go to Muerte real quick. I'm going to go to Muerte so I can take that shot for him.
All right.
Muerte. Got the pronunciation right this time.
Raider Muerte. Well, shot clock is over.
John, you're still in the lead for the hat. I'll tell you that. You're still in the lead here. I saw you say damn.
Yep.
You still got the hat.
Correct. Right now, the MVP of today's show is John Borelli. Whoever the MVP is will get Trace's hat signed by Trizzy and I. So right now, Borelli's the MVP with the 200. Second place is Scheffler, which he's at about 160 right now. And then we got a few other hundos coming in there. And speaking of a 100, Van Thrak! Bang! This one goes out to all the real ones in the chat who has made this whole Madden thing hella fun. Trace! Are you going to be able to push the buttons? I'm pretty sure at least a shot came out of your mouth back into that bottle.
Into my nose. Yeah, that went up my nose. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I can smell Fireball.
My goodness.
Yes, I can push the buttons.
Van Thrak. Legendary type of shit there. If somebody replays that, they're going to see an entire shot come out of Trace's mouth.
And out of my nose. I can literally, like, my nose burns right now. It's pretty great.
You've got to be shitting me, man.
You said I couldn't be scared. I'm trying my best to not be scared right now.
I give you credit. You're scaring me.
So we're about to start the Madden sim. Let's get the FKCs going.
Oh my lord.
Let's set the tone early.
Raphael,
FKC now.
You're not wrong, Raphael. You're not wrong. I'll also say that we are 190 away from a boot. And since Trace has been holding it down with the shots, I always do certain things on these shows. If we get to 1K, Jeremy's usually the one that does the boot. However, if I give you guys a deal, I like to stick to it. I'm always going to be a man of my word. That's why when I wear your jersey, if you send it one hundo, it's a boot. So if we get to 1K today, that'll be another boot. And if you're wondering where do all these super chat dollars go, they go to being able to turn the lights on, pay our rent here around the studio. Every single dollar that we get here from you guys, we invest it back into the Raider sport. It's why we do the amount of videos that we do now. It's the reason why we do the amount of content that we do now. It's the reason why we've had Rolly, Trace, and Jeremy, because in the OG days, if Jeremy goes on vacation for a week, I don't get to do a video. So this all is because you guys make this possible. So just please keep that in mind. What up, LA? Not Raider more, but LA Crash Dog says, how much to change into that 88 jersey? All right, LA Crash Dog, I'll make you a deal. You send in a 200 right now. That puts us at a boot. I'll do the boot, and I'll put your jersey on when I do the boot. That's my deal.
He's a man of deals.
Oh, man. This could turn ugly really quick.
I love what Darth Raider and Nar Shredder said. FKC womb to the tomb. I love that. That is a great saying.
Womb to the tomb. That's what Raider Nation says. Womb to the tomb.
I can honestly say, never seen it before today. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good one, man. It's a freaking good one. All right, y'all. I'm a little bit like, do I go get the jersey now, or do I just get the Kansas City thing going? I will say, if Crash Dog sends that in, if he sends in a 2, that makes him the new MVP, and him and Borelli might have to compete for a hat. I don't know. Scheffler says Trizzy owes one more shot. I was going to say, honestly, Chef, I think he's done one for every single one. What up, Buddy Bear? What up, Borelli? What up, legends in the chat? Who's sending me? Oh. All right. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Buy me some time. You ready? I'll be right back.
So, that just happened. Right there. That just happened. I don't know what you want from me. LA Crash Dog. Oh, shoot. Borelli. Crash Dog might have the hat right now, man. Borelli, Crash Dog is beating you by $2 right now. I'm only telling you this because I love you, Borelli. But LA Crash Dog is beating you for the hat by $2. I'm just going to say. I'm just saying. Borelli's not leading anymore. It's crazy. I'm going to do a shot for LA Crash Dog because that's a legendary performance right there. $2 going to be the deal breaker? Nah, we'll make it work. John Borelli's obviously going to get the damn hat. Not only because, 1, I have faith in John Borelli to prove a point, but 2, it's John Borelli, man. Y'all can understand. It's JB. It's my dad. So, we're gonna figure it out. You messing with the real one on that December 5, we salute you. LA Crash Dog, Mitchell Renz, he's got that jersey. He's looking funky fresh. Man, it's about to go down. Madden simulation, it's about to go down.
LA Crash it.
Das Boot, das Boot, das Boot, das Boot.
LA dropping some knowledge and is now today's MVP. Trace, do you think you could go grab me a new Sharpie?
Yeah.
If possible. There's either some in my desk. LA Crash Dog said, put me on the Boot Hall of Fame. And I mean, right now, today's new MVP is Crash Dog. So he's got a $2 lead on Borelli. Whoever is the MVP of today's show, you get a signed hat by Trace and I. The Trace's cowboy hat, I need to add. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. You're going to go? That's more than okay. All right, y'all. I got a happy dad ready to be knocked back right now here. Lemon lime happy dad. You know, I always get myself into these situations and I laugh because I always tell myself, like, I'm not, like, I literally was like, Tuesday, I don't drink on Tuesdays. But when you guys do crazy, outlandish shit like what you have done today, you got to do it. You got to do it. Get a 10 beer boot. What is a 10 beer boot? PG says mega boot. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for you, unless your name is David Zahn, I'm going to say like 2 weeks ago, Zahn went absolutely apeshit and dropped over a stack on this show. So I sent him the mega boot. And if you got a problem with that, then you eat corn the long way. So I'm waiting for this Happy Dad boot to lose some fizz. It's got some fizz in it right now, so I'm going to let that die down a little bit. I'm also going to wait for Trace to get back, unless you guys don't care. Because when I do this show, I don't like when there's, like, nobody talking and it's just dead air. I think it's weird. But I'll ask you this. You want me to do the boot right now, because Trace went to go pee. Y for yes, N for no. But knowing if I do the boot now, you're not going to hear anything in the background. Or do we wait for Trace to get back, and then he can give shout-outs to everybody spamming LA Crash Dog? You guys let me know. Make it happen, bro. Raider Nation for life. Real one for life. Semper Fi. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Hannah says wait. Dylan says yes. Killa says no. Zahn, I'm aware. See, I'm seeing a lot of waits. But this comes down to LA. Crash Dog, your boot, you pick. Now, or do we wait for Trace to get back? He says wait. He says wait. We're waiting on you to do the boot. I'm doing the boot. You just got to give shout-outs. Holy shit, that looks good. Oh, man. I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner. All right, so Scheffler, so Crash Dog, we lost internet connection for a second. I think we're back. All right, I think we're back. Okay, hang on a second here. Scheffler is at 50, 55, 60, 65, 165. I saw somebody asking what Scheffler was at. He's at 165. Patrick B, no, we already did that one. All right, Trace, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to give shout-outs to every single person that spams LA Crash Dog right now down in the chat. Every single person that spams LA Crash Dog down in the chat, you give a shout-out to, and I'm going to take back my second boot of the day, a day that I said I'm not drinking. So you guys, you're going to put me in the LA Crash Dog house. That's all I know.
Let's get the Crash Dogs in the chat.
When you're ready.
Crash Dog, Crash Dog, Crash Dog, Crash Dog, Crash Dog, Crash
Can I get
Dog.
a Crash Dogs? I love it. I love it. All right.
I'm doing what I can here. Few boots, Steve. All right. Shout out to Ira, BR, Wesley, Barry, Queen Sarah, Devin, Dylan, Ice, Sucker Free Raider, Celeste, Aaron, Ryan, PG, Dylan, Tyler, Sean, Darth Raider, Jorge, Scott. Scott or Scoot? Scott? Scoots? Scott? Scoot? Scotts? Venom. John Scheffler. Martin. Chase. Hannah. Ryan. Bryson. Free Fly. PG. Juan Hernandez. Juan Hernandez. Venom. Dylan. Jaime. Alan. Elliot.
Crash Dog.
That was impressive, Mitch. That was very impressive.
I've done a few boots in my time. Actually, we got to show some love to Rolly, because Rolly on Friday, he did 4 boots.
Are you serious?
Rolly on Friday did 2. He did 4 freaking boots. Friday was a shit show.
Should we get Rolly in here?
And we can save Rolly. Maybe we can get Rolly in here on Friday.
Everyone type Rolly. Rolly put on a legendary performance.
He did, man. He had a hell of a show. All right, are you guys ready to do this Madden Sim? I hope the answer is yes, because it's starting right now here on the Raiders Report. Before we get this thing going, though, anytime we do a show like this, I want you to treat it like an actual Raiders-Chiefs game. That's what I'm going to do. I don't do anything half-assed, and I need y'all to bring the energy. I need you to bring the want. Like, I need y'all to treat this like it is Week 12. Kansas City's walking into Allegiant Stadium. I need you to be loud. I need you to be proud. And I need you to do that for the entirety of this live show here on the Raiders Report. All right, so you guys ready to get this thing going? I wonder. Here we go. You ready? Got the nod. You guys ready? Hope so. Coming up right now, Raiders-Chiefs Madden simulation. Raiders-Chiefs Week 12 Madden simulation here on the Raiders Report. I'm Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports, and I want you to treat this like you would a real game. Let me know who you got. Are you going to go with the silver and black? Then type LV. If you're going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs, then you can type KC. Entering this game, I run a Madden simulation for all 32 teams every single week. And as it stands right now, Kansas City is 8-2. The Las Vegas Raiders are 6-5 entering this matchup. And this time, anytime you do an AFC West battle, I think it's important to look at the AFC West standings as it's going down right now. Kansas City at number 1 at 8-2. The Chargers at 6-4. The Raiders at 6-5. Sean Payton said Nathaniel Hackett was terrible last season. According to Madden, Sean Payton's not doing very well either. And during the month of July, we went live every single Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, we are going to continue to stay live Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, but then once the Raiders' actual games get underway during the preseason, the schedule might change here a little bit. So without further ado, if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. If you haven't turned on those notifications, what the hell are you waiting for? Videos every single day, because it is time to go here at Allegiant Stadium. It is Week 12. It is the Las Vegas Raiders going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. If you're repping silver and black right now, I want you to spam FKC down in the chat. Because Patrick Mahomes, walking into Allegiant, the last time the Raiders were home against the Chiefs at Allegiant Stadium, there was a lot more Chiefs fans than there were Raider fans. And I can point the finger at a lot of different things for that being said. But man, oh man, I am excited for this game. I would say minus the Week 1 game where the Raiders played the Broncos, because that's like the most realistic version, if you will. This has been the Madden Sim that I am looking forward to by far the most. So we'll figure out which team is going to be starting with the ball first. But I'm telling you this. If I'm the Raiders, I want the ball first against Kansas City. Because if you get into a hole against them, you're in trouble. And I know some of you are like, well, Mitch, the Raiders had a 17-point lead last season against Kansas City. That was an Arrowhead, and they ended up blowing that. But just the way that this Raiders offense is built, the way that the Chiefs offense is built, I want to have the lead early on, because anytime you give this team extra opportunities, you never know what's going to happen. So it looks like the Raiders will be receiving the kick here. It's the rookie Trey Tucker back to receive the kick. Chiefs are trying to get y'all pumped up. I'm trying to get you all pumped up right now. We got 432 people watching. If you haven't yet, click that like button. Click that like button. Also, we got some breaking news here, at least a really positive report coming in from Josina Anderson that says the Raiders are open to restarting talks with running back Josh Jacobs with the hopes of getting him to rejoin the team, which still remains the goal for the organization. So that's a report from Josina Anderson, and it sounds like the Raiders and Josh Jacobs might be having some new conversations here very soon about getting the star running back in Raiders practice. Trey Tucker back to receive the kick, and he does, and he's going to return it out to the 20-yard line, and here comes Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo walking out onto the field right now. He's had a very up and down season in this Madden sim. I mean, last week against the Dolphins, he threw 3 interceptions. It was a shit game, and I told Chugs that all of us were very upset with him. But anytime you get this time of rivalry, man, there's going to be a lot of people tuned in, and I'm happy we got over 450 people tuned in live right now to the Raiders Report. All right, here we go. 0-0 ball game. Chugs ran this simulation also, so don't blame Trace. Garoppolo under center, one to the right, one to the left. Jimmy G looks left, throws, quick, caught Michael Mayer, and he's going to get thrown down to the ground. I know, right? Gain of about 4, 2nd down and 6 coming up here for the Raiders and for Kansas City. All right, here we go, guys. Got to start off strong here. You need a touchdown to get this thing going right away. Garoppolo under center. Adams, Myers are the wide receivers. Handoff, Jacobs middle, and he gets laid the F out. It's going to be a gain of 4. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Where are you looking? Are you going to Devontae? Are you going to Hunter? Are you going to run the rock again? If it was up to me, I'm throwing the football. And I love what Venom Sosa says here. I'm going to 3rd and Renfro, and he's not even in the game. Power high formation. Jacobs, the back. Fake handoff to him. Garoppolo looks, throws short, and Jacobs drops it. And it's going to be an early 3 and out for the Raiders. I mean, that's about as bad of a start as you could have possibly hoped for. If you go 3 and out against Kansas City, it's going to be a long day. I'm just telling you right now. It's going to be a long, long day. He would have caught it. I think you're probably right. But unfortunate, man. Definitely unfortunate. Punts away. Kansas City back to receive it. And they're going to go down here at the 24-yard line. And Patrick Mahomes and the defending Super Bowl champs coming out right now to the field. Let's get some defenses going. Allen says Zeus would have caught it. Touche. Touche. Come on, defense. Let's go. What up, Bryson? I see you down there in the chat. What up, Venom? What up, Sean? What up, El Loco? Patrick Mahomes, Jerick McKinnon in the game. It looks like they got Marcus Valdez-Scantling, James. Yeah, we'll see, man. This Chiefs offense, a little bit different looking. Mahomes under center. Travis Kelce, that's the guy I'm most worried about. He kills the Raiders every time. Handoff McKinnon, and he's going to be stopped by Divine Diablo. It's going to be a gain of 3 early on in the game for the Raiders. You got Max Crosby, Tyree Wilson, and Chandler Jones all in the game right now. Borelli says, is Marcus Peters in? Yes. Looks like he's starting on the right side. Merrick, Marcus Epps in this game. That might be Ja'Cory and Bennett as well on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, who looks like he's jumping. Mahomes, handoff, McKinnon, flag down. I'm looking for a hold. I'm looking for a hold here. Holding, no. Illegal block in the back, even better. It's on Kadarius Toney. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and it's going to be a repeat of 2nd down. 2nd down and 6. I actually don't know if it was better. Mahomes, shotgun. 2 to the right, 3 to the right. Mahomes, fake handoff. McKinnon Got Diablo to bite. Mahomes throws, open, caught. First down, and to who else but Travis Kelce. Ugh. If you guys don't have a plan for Kelce, I hate to break it to you. It's going to be a long, long day right now. Long, long day. Remember, y'all, if you're a diehard Raider fan, you're looking for videos every single day, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, news, rumors, live watch parties like you're seeing right now, all that good stuff here on the Raiders Report. All right, Mahomes shotgun, ball at the 48-yard line. He's going to drop back. Raiders trying to get some pressure on him. They do. Mahomes throws it back foot, and it's almost intercepted. Really good pressure there up the middle by the Raiders defense. Forces a deep throw, and it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground. Really, really nice play there by the safety. 2nd down and 10. Coming up here for Kansas City. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go here. Mahomes shotgun yet again. Raiders, I want them to show some pressure here. Mahomes going to drop back. Still looking, throw short. It's caught by Marcus Valdez-Scantling, pushed out of bounds. Kansas City, Andy Reid, very smart there on that play. Trying to pick up at least something to put your offense in a position, because 3rd and 4, lot different than 3rd and 10, especially when you have the best quarterback in the NFL in Patrick Mahomes. Raiders got 5 guys on the line. No, 4 guys. Mahomes throws. Oh, my Lord. Divine Diablo had a chance to pick it off and just bats it down. This is Madden, and there's been a lot of really, really long field goals in this game. I mean, it's a really nice play by Diablo, but, man, if this turns out to be a field goal, that interception really could come back and bite the Raiders in the you-know-what. You're looking at about a 59-yarder here from Buckner. Kick is up, and he sinks it. Kick is good. 3-0 is the lead right now for Kansas City. After a 3-and-out by the Raiders, Kansas City goes down the field and puts up 3 on the board. But you know what? Anytime you can force the Chiefs to kick field goals and not get touchdowns, if I'm a defense, I'm looking at that, and I'm probably going to pat myself on the back and be like, all right, good news here. Definitely good news here. If you hate the Chiefs as much as I do, guess what? We actually have shirts here available. Chiefs fans eat corn the long way. And if you know a Chiefs fan that eats corn the long way, well, good news for you. We have it available, chatsports.com/corn. That link is going to be available for you guys down in the comments and down in the description of today's video. Raiders offense trotting back out onto the field after an early 3-and-out. I actually think I see Venthrak in the stands back there. I think I see him. I also think I see Graphic Raider in the stands as well. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 3-0. Chiefs got the lead. Here we go. Here we go. Show some love to Graf. 1st down and 10. Ball to 35. Garoppolo. Fake handoff. Oh, my goodness. Chiefs bring the pressure, and Willie Gay gets the sack. I mean, nobody blocked him. That's really bad communication. Colt Miller just got roasted, and then it was just downhill from there. 3.1 seconds for the sack. Yikes. 2nd down and 18. Raiders need to snap out of this because their first 4 plays have not been great offensively. Garoppolo, empty backfield. Going to call hike. Looking. Still looking. Takes a shot deep. And it's caught. Michael Mayer, 1st down. And he's got both of the catches today for the Raiders. Who said Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't throw a pretty deep ball? Michael Mayer, 1st down. Yeah, Graf, we were talking about the Jacobs thing earlier with Josina. If you guys haven't seen, or maybe you're just tuning in, according to Josina Anderson, the Raiders and Jacobs are working on something to get him back. Ball to 40. Garoppolo, fake handoff to Jacobs. Throws left, caught again. And this time it's Austin Hooper. So early on in this game, a lot of dinking and dunking going on. to the tight ends. Dinkin and Duncan, and then a deep shot to Mayer. Here we go. So far, 3 completions for Garoppolo. All 3 have been to the tight end group. Come on, Raiders. Let's go. Let's get in the end zone. Show me those TDs. I need to see some TDs here. First down and 10. Garoppolo, shotgun, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Garoppolo drops back, looks, throws, end zone, got a guy! Oh, he's just short. And it's Renfro. He needs to hit the weight room. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Guy running full speed, and the defender is able to grab him and prevent him from getting in. That's nuts. If they don't score on this play, I'm going to have a meltdown. Ball's got to be on the 1-inch line, and of course we're going shotgun. Bunches to the left. Garoppolo looks. He's got Jacobs open. Decides to throw it to Jacoby Myers. And it's a touchdown! Raiders! Show me those TDs. I mean, that was a beautiful drive there by the Silver and Black. It started off bad. Sacked by Garoppolo. Then they're able to hit Michael Mayer all the way down the field. Then you're able to hit Austin Hooper. And then you're able to hit Hunter Renfro. And then a touchdown to Jacoby Myers. Let me see those TDs. Martin, Darth, John. What up, Zalesbo? Kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-3. That drive was 5 plays, 74 yards. Take up at least less than 2 minutes. And Allegiant Stadium right now is rocking and a-rolling. 3 minutes, 22 seconds to go here in the game. 3 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the game. Oh, boy. Or in the first quarter. I'm losing my mind. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at a few different things. What up, Robert? Raider Kiko, my sister-in-law, Nayeli, hopefully I pronounced that right, is a Chiefs fan that eats corn the long way. LOL. Raiders! Well, hey, Raider Kiko, if you want to get her a t-shirt, chatsports.com/corn. Chatsports.com/corn. If they do, in fact, eat corn the long way. Ah, man, the Mets traded another guy. Brutal. First down and 10 for Kansas City. So far, a lot of offense in this game. I totally forgot that the MLB trade deadline was today. I'm going to be honest. It's football mode, man. Mahomes throws. Kelsey caught. Spillane with the tackle. And Mahomes today, 3 of 5, 35 yards, 2 receptions for Travis Kelce. Diehard Raider fan, Venom, I see y'all. I see y'all. Come on, here we go, here we go, here we go. Second down and 3. Mahomes shotgun. Kelce again. Valdez-Scantling, handoff. McKinnon, a lot of speed there. Breaks a tackle from Ja'Cory and Bennett. Tackle made. Looks like by Nate Hobbs and by Marcus Peters there. We got to get some stops here. Crosby, 2 sacks today from Jorge. We're going to see. Mitch, they need a violence button. What is a violence button? It's like the Staples easy button, but worse. I don't know. It's like a purge button. Venom says, kick those damn shins. You're a shins kicker? Yikes. Yeah, Razor Scooters, or the ankle. Oh, my Lord. First down and 10. I would imagine that giving birth to a child is probably a lot like hitting your ankle or shin on a Razor Scooter. I feel like it's the same thing. Screen to Jerick McKinnon, and he's going to lose plenty and plenty of yards. If there's any women that are listening right now, promise you, I am kidding. Alan Cruz, tuned in just in time. Let's go Raiders. Hashtag Noti Gang. Hashtag Noti Gang. Alan, since you are just joining us, there was a report earlier today during our live show from Josina Anderson. Travis Kelce down the field, first down in the red zone. Can we double team him for the love of God? But according to Josina Anderson, Allen, this is, my understanding is the Raiders are open to restarting talks with running back Josh Jacobs with the hopes of getting him to rejoin the team, which still remains the goal for the organization. So, a little bit of an update there, and I actually think, Trace, after we do this sim, if you could make that social for me, and we're going to slap it right in the front of rumors. Sound good? The Josina Anderson tweet. Just go to Josie's. She's talking about Josh. Jorge Allen Kenyon. What up, what up? Nice play there by Tyree Wilson. We got 466 people watching, yet only 356 likes. The math, it's not mathin'. 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter of action. Ball to 22. That last play, loss of 3, second down and 13. Got to stop Kelce. He's been the guy killing you today. Mahomes looking, still looking, throws short. If I'm the Raiders, I'm okay giving that up. Third down and 7, still not easy to be able to do. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And if the Raiders can come away with this having a lead, anytime that the Raiders win a quarter against Kansas City, you got to feel great about it. Third and 7, empty backfield for Mahomes and the Chiefs. 2 to the left. Looks like it's 3 to the right. Kelce in the slot. It's the guy I'm looking at. And, I mean, that's just way too easy. Marcus Valdes-Scantling, seam route, right up the middle. Nobody covers him. Touchdown. 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 Dang it. Oh, man. Brutal. Extra point. It's up, and it is good. That drive, 7 plays, 80 yards. Robert, I am stressed out like it's an actual game because I hate losing to the Chiefs. That's why. That's why. 10-7, 6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. A lot of action, a lot of scoring. Though the way that these Madden sims have gone, it has typically been more scoring in the first quarter and then a little bit less in the second half for both teams. At least Trey Tucker, though, got out to the 20-yard line here, and there's 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This will be the final play of the first quarter here. Raiders, Chiefs, Allegiant Stadium, Week 12. What up, Allen? If there's a player on the team that deserves to be paid, it's number 8. Pay that man. Here we go. Garoppolo, handoff to Jacobs, and it's bad timing, Allen. I think you jinxed it. It's going to be a loss of 3 yards. Loss of 3, bad blocking. And since we're here, before we get to the second quarter, again, the news that just rolled in here from Josina Anderson. We could probably show it real quick. My understanding is the Raiders are open to restarting talks with running back Josh Jacobs with the hopes of getting him to rejoin the team, which still remains the goal for the organization. All right, let's go back to second quarter here. Action. Raiders, second down and 13. Garoppolo looking, still looking. He's going to step up, throws, finds Renfro. And I'll tell you what, Garoppolo took a shot there. There is an injured Chief down on the field, but Garoppolo took a lick. Was able to get up, step up into the pocket, and complete the pass. Sorry, y'all, from Allen. It's all right, Allen. Zeno's got a question for all y'all. More overhyped team, 2022 Broncos or the 2023 Jets? I mean, I'm going to go with the 2023 Jets because they have Aaron Rodgers. That's where I'm going to go. 3rd and 5, Garoppolo shotgun. I believe that's Adams. Oh, no, Adams is in the slot. Myers is by himself top left. Garoppolo throws, caught, first down. and a big first down by Renfro. I mean, early on in this game, it has been Michael Mayer. It's been Renfro doing a lot of the work, which looking at that route right there, he might have had Devontae Adams deep. Might have had him deep. Scheffler says Trizzy looks thirsty. Trizzy probably always looks thirsty. First down and 10. Trizzy pulling up to the bar on Friday with 3 women. Thirsty Trace. First down and 10, and Jacobs is going to lose 2 yards today. 3 carries for -2. Thirsty Trace.
Get down. Y'all know how we get down. Love to have a good time. 3 blondies at all times.
Never scared. Though only one of them had blonde hair. So
Actually, two of them had blonde hair. One of them had black hair.
really?
Yes.
Remember, the one girl had brown hair.
No. Positive. She had. I've known her since high school. She's had blonde hair.
Dude, I don't know. I think you're capping right now. 2nd and 12. Garoppolo throws, caught, first down. And, I mean, he had to thread a needle there. Jimmy G, 8 of 9, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Jacoby frickin' Myers, man. Yeah. Well, maybe in Madden. Yeah, maybe in Madden. He's a lot bigger in person, too, than what people are going to give him credit for. Venom says, awesome play. I mean, that's a perfect throw by Garoppolo. That's a really ballsy throw. I mean, if you would have told me that the Raiders' offense would be moving the football and Jimmy G would be 8 and 9 in this game for a touchdown and Devontae wouldn't have a catch yet, I don't know if I would believe you. Garoppolo looks, still looking, throws, caught. Another catch here by the tight end, and it's Michael Mayer. 3rd catch of the game for the Rook. 3 for 56. Scheffler wants to know, Trizzy, another $100 boot. That's up to Trace. That's up to Trace. Trace has got the deal for you.
If the Raiders
2nd and
score
1
on this drive, yes.
Okay. Garoppolo looks, throws, open, caught, Mayer. Oh, boy, down to the 31-yard line. So if the Raiders score and Scheffler sends in a 100, it's a boot. If the Raiders don't score and Scheffler sends in a 100, it's a beer bong. Fair? It's got to be a touchdown. Okay, got to be a touchdown. Okay. Jorge says, get ready for that boot. Yikes. First down and 10. Ball at the 31-yard line. Bunches to the left. Renfro all by himself down right. Jacobs is the running back. Jimmy G looks, throws. Wide open Adams. 5. And he's taken down. I think he's got to send in the hundo, though, before it happens. I think that's fair. I mean, you can't go to Vegas and play after you know you've won. Though, I'm not a defensive coordinator, but you should probably try to cover number 17. I'm just saying. He's just short. I mean, he's at the 1. I've followed this freaking Madden sim long enough to know that this is not guaranteed. This is a long 1 yard here. Garoppolo under center. Power eye. Fullback dive. Jacob Johnson, and he's stuffed. I don't like the play call. I don't like it, man. 2nd down and goal coming up. 2nd down and goal coming up. Also, Trace, if you could add 2 player bios for Burkhead and Damian Williams for their workouts. We'll talk about that in the beginning. Also great. Garoppolo going to send O.J. Howard, who just got cut in motion. Garoppolo handoff. Jacobs, touchdown! Raiders! Show me those TDs! Todd said bench Jacobs. Jacobs will play every single game this season for the Raiders. I have said it all year long, and I will continue to say it. So for that reason, I ain't benching him. Touchdown Raiders! They got the lead 13-10. What up, Ken? What up, Sean, Alan, Mario? LA Crash Dog, today's MVP, by the way. So, Chef didn't get the deal in. I thought he was going to take the deal. I don't know. Kick is up. Kick is good. Jacobs today, 3 carries for, I believe, -4 yards and a touchdown. Is that right? Or is it 4 carries for -3 and a touchdown? Either way, yikes. Chef, $100 super chat. Damian Williams, former Chiefs running back. Kick is away. It's going to be caught here at the 2-yard line. Kansas City returns it. They're going to go down here at the 26-yard line. First down and 10 for Kansas City. Coming up here. Come on, Raiders. Bet. We'll just do a Colty. Come on. Come on, Raiders D. I got to pee already. I know. It's a disaster. You think you could hold it down for a little? I got it. Mahomes, shotgun, bunches. Kelsey's waving at him. That makes me nervous. Really soft coverage here, though, on the outside. And it's a big run by Jerick McKinnon. And he gets taken down. Ball at the 48-yard line here. Big first down by Kansas City. But before I go, shout out to John Scheffler. Bang! John Scheffler. Trizzy needs a boot. John, here's the problem. We gave you a deal, and you didn't execute the deal, and I feel bad. And I don't... Triz, it's up to you, man. Triz is going to do the beer bong. You had to get it in before the Raiders score. That was the deal. Cool. Trace's going to take over. I got to take a pee. I'm not doing 2 o'clock. Mahomes looks, throws, caught. Trace, you got it. I'll fill up your bong.
Cool. It's right there on the ground, too. So, Kadarius Toney, the fraud who was with the Giants, just kind of cooked right there. Kind of ate some yards up. But you know what Raider Nation's going to do? The Raiders defense, Max Crosby, Marcus Peters, they're going to lock this shit down. I already know it. Patrick Mahomes is getting all excited. But, hey, here's the thing, Patty. Check that scoreboard. 14-10. 2:36 left in the second quarter. The Chiefs are on the 26.5-yard line in Raiders territory. Hands the ball off to Jerick McKinnon. And the Raiders defense is going to meet him after about a 5-6-yard gain. That's going to be 2nd and 4. Let's go. Get the defenses in the chat. Defense. All right, we're approaching the 2-minute warning. Patrick Mahomes has that X factor. You know what that means. It could be dangerous for old Patty Mahomes. But here we go. 2nd and 4. Mahomes takes the snap. He's looking downfield. He's going to dump it over the middle. First down, Chiefs. Hate to see it. Max Crosby, he's got to get there. MVS, he brings in the first down. Chiefs, they're celebrating the bare minimum because that's what they do. They can't celebrate like Raider Nation. Jorge, I'm rooting for the Raiders. Do you not see my Raiders jersey here? John Scheffler, $5 super chat. I'll pop that up whenever Mitch gets back. You know damn well I sent in a super chat at the 2-yard line if I knew that was a deal. We'll do it in a beer bong. All right, Mahomes. He's looking, dumps it to McKinnon in the flat, and pushed out of bounds. He's going to be taken out of bounds by the defense. You'll love to see it. Let's go. 2nd and 6. Gain of 4 for Kansas City. They are in the red zone. It is time for the Raiders defense to get a stop here. 2nd and 6. Mahomes has the X factor still. Not good news, but it's just win, baby, every single day. Dumps it over the middle to Travis Kelce. Is that going to be a first down? It's going to be 1st and goal. Andy Reid, he's trying to cook it up right now. He's trying to let Patty Ice get into the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised if Travis Kelce here is the one who gets the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Travis Kelce or if it's Jerick McKinnon. Feels like they've been dumping the ball to those two all day long. All day long.
All right, y'all.
I'm going to toss it back to Mitch.
Am back. 1st down and goal. Raiders up 14-10. Mahomes still looking, throws, caught, touchdown. Marcus Valdes-Scantling for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs retake the lead. I mean, this has been a back-and-forth battle early on here. Kansas City does get ball to start the 2nd half, so that part of this makes me a little bit nervous about it. Chef, we'll figure it out. The unfortunate part is I don't get the money on YouTube, so it's not like I can just send it back to you. 17-14. That was an 8-play, 74-yard drive there. 8-play, 74-yard drive. Oh, man. How many? Oh, I got you. 58 seconds. Trace, beer bong. All right, Trace is going to go take a leak, and then he's going to go get his stuff. 17-14 is the score. Today's MVP, though, with that $100 super chat, is John Scheffler. Kick is away, and it's going to be a touchback here for the Raiders. So you got 3 timeouts. Your offense has been cooking, and I mean really, really cooking. Can you get something going here? Put some points on the board. Ball's going to be here at the 20. I mean, if you can at least put up 3. Here we go. Ball's at the 25. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Garoppolo shotgun. It's going to be a screen to Jacobs. Oh, and Jacobs ran right into the defender. I mean, he had blockers if he would have just been a little bit more patient. Not patient. 2nd down and 5. Come on, Raiders. 17-14. Garoppolo, shotgun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Going to send a receiver in motion. It's Devontae. Jimmy drops back, looks, throws quick. That was a ballsy throw. And only a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd down and 1. Come on, Raiders. Come on, Raiders. Who are you going to? Nice catch, Primo. I know. It was a good catch. I mean, the way that this game has gone, I'm looking at the tight ends here. Tight ends have been feasting, but then again, you got number 17. It's hard to look away from him. Garoppolo, fake handoff to Jacobs. Really far step back, and it's not even close. Not even close. And now the problem is you're going to punt the ball back to Kansas City, and they're going to have all 3 of their timeouts. They're going to have all 3 of their timeouts. That's just bad. Yeah, that's fine. Trey's going to do the beer bong at halftime. Punt is away, caught at the 15. Broken tackle, and then he gets taken down at the 15-yard line. Didn't really go anywhere. See, I don't know if I like to run the draw, Raphael, because then, you're really burning clock. I hear what you're saying, but, I mean, they got 34 seconds. It's the best offense in the National Football League. John, you can be upset, man. I'm just going to say this. We said 2 or 3 different times what the deal was. I'm sorry that you didn't take advantage of the deal. First down and 10, and that's the last time I'm talking about it. 17-14, 34 seconds to go. Mahomes looks deep. Holy shit. I thought he had Marcus Valdez-Scantling, and it falls incomplete. 12 of 15 for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. Man. Come on, defense. Get the D's in the chat. Ball's at the 16-yard line. Mahomes, shotgun. Bunch formation. Just can't let Kelsey get you here. Mahomes throws, and it's freaking Kelsey. Middle of the field, and here comes Kansas City. First down and 10. I'm surprised they're not using a timeout. I mean, am I just... What are they doing? They're not going to call timeout? All right. Final play of the half. Very questionable call here by Andy Reid. Because, I mean, if they would have called timeout, they would have been in field goal range now. And instead, Andy Reid, one of the things that got him in trouble back in Philadelphia was clock management. I mean, that was bad clock management there by Andy. Because you complete that ball, you call timeout, you give your team a shot to at least throw the ball to the end zone. And Butker made a field goal from about 60 earlier in this game. But nonetheless, Chiefs got the lead 17-14. 17-14 is the score here. And Trace about to pop on today's show. Knock back a beer bong for John Scheffler. Today's MVP of the show. Remember, whoever the MVP of today's show is gets a, I guess, Trace's hat signed by Trizzy and I. And here we go. What do you got? You got Truly? Jeez, I thought you were about to tip that over. Kinda. Here we go. Spam John Scheffler and spam Trizzy Trace. Halftime show here.
Michael, I'm about to do it.
Ready? Trizzy, Trizzy, Trizzy. Good stuff. Knocks it back. Shout out to Ira Jackson. Shout out to Jorge, Robert Jansen, Queen Sarah Otto. You know what to do, Trace. Can't let the nation down. Hell yeah. Trace never disappoints, man. Hey, you got to try to keep everyone happy. Primo, that was boy. That was fast AF, boy. Chiefs are going to get the football here to start the second half. Here we go. Let's get it going. Second half action underway here. Raiders, Chiefs, Week 12, Madden simulation. And if I'm Andy Reid, I'm like, man, I really effed up. I really effed up that final drive, if you will. Because if you would have gave your team some time, you probably would have put points up on the board, but I'm okay with it. The Raiders today have thrown the ball very effectively, have not really ran the ball as well as what you were hoping for. What up, Dad? Show some love to my pops in the chat. 8 minutes, third quarter, and here we go. Come on. Come on, come on. 17-14, Daniel Carlson out to kick this one to Kansas City. Let's go, Raiders. Let's go, Raiders. What up, LA Crash Dog? What up, Queen Sarah Otto, Robert Jansen? I see all y'all in the chat.
Papa Renz, Papa Renz, Papa Renz.
FKC, FKC,
FKC, FKC, FKC.
The kick is away, and it's going to be caught here 1 yard deep into the end zone. Really good special teams play by Las Vegas, and Tyree Wilson on the tackle. I can promise you one thing. You will not see Tyree Wilson in special teams. You know that you're not going to see that. That I can almost guarantee you. 17-14. Chiefs got the lead. Raiders got to get a stop here. Got to get the offense back out onto the football field. The guy that's really been killing them, though, Marcus Valdes-Scantling and then Travis Kelce. Outside of that, Chiefs haven't really been able to do much. Mahomes looks, throws, quick. Marcus Valdes-Scantling caught. And it's 2nd down and 4. They got to figure out a way to get pressure on Mahomes because even when he's got all day to throw, the Raiders just don't get any pressure on him. Getting the ball out quick. Marcus Valdes-Scantling today, 5 for 37 and 2 touchdowns. Divine Diablo looks like he's switching a few things up here. Mahomes under center, bunches to the right, throws, caught. Kelce, 1st down. Oh, man. Ira Jackson, Super Chat. Can't believe the season's about to start. What's up, Double R? Is Double R Richie Renz or Raiders Report? Yes. Oh, boy. See you, John. 1st down and 10. 17-14 is the score here. Ball's at the 33-yard line. Mahomes, shotgun, throws right. Oh, I thought Nate Hobbs was going to pick that off. And unable to do so. And it's another big 1st down by Kansas City. Yeah, I mean, Hobbs just kind of got lost there on that route. MBS with the catch and run. 430 people are watching. What up, Alan? What up, Bryson? What up, RCJ? John. At least you made me laugh. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Ball at the 40. Kelce again on Robert Spillane. That just makes me want to throw up. Mahomes throws Kelce. It's going to be a gain of 5. We got to get an answer here, Las Vegas. We got to get an answer here, for the love of God. Caught at the 35. 2nd down and 5 coming up. It's been a pretty impressive drive here by the Chiefs. I mean, you know damn well that you're not going to be able to beat Kansas City with only 14 points. You got to get into the 20s, usually the 30s, to come away with a win. Mahomes drops back, throws, caught, open. And that time it's Kadarius Toney. I almost said Juju Smith-Schuster. Kadarius Toney with the catch there, and it's another big pickup. Former 1st-round pick. New York Giants knucklehead, we'll call him. What? Out of Florida? What did I say? Oh, I got you. Florida guy. Makes sense now. 17-14. If anybody's from Florida, I'm sorry. Shout out your state. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go here. Mahomes, looks like Kadarius down there on the left. This is Kelce territory. Nope. MBS, who apparently is Devontae Adams. I mean, the Raiders just have no answer. I will say, usually in Madden, when a guy's got a lot of speed, it does make them a little bit more difficult to be able to cover. But holy shit, MBS right now is just dominating this Raiders defense. And the Chiefs up over 302 total yards of offense, 259 through the air with Mahomes. Come on, Raiders. 1st down and goal. 24-14 is a lot different than 20-14. Handoff McKinnon, and I'm glad that they ran the ball. McKinnon's had 2 pretty solid runs in today's game, which has really made up for most of it. But the Raiders just have no answers for Patrick and Andy Reid's passing offense right now. So I'm happy that they're running the rock here a little bit. 2nd down and goal. Chiefs offense today, 23 passes, 7 runs. That's nuts. Pistol formation. McKinnon's the running back again. Mahomes going to drop back. Looking, throws, caught. And who else but Travis Kelce? He just sat right in the middle of the field. Zone coverage. Wide open. I mean, Marcus Epps is literally not even in the field of play in that one. He's behind the goalpost, if you look at that. How's that possible? How is that possible? Touchdown, Kansas City. FKC. Yeah, Allen, I'm not the only one that saw that, right? Ran away from him. 8 plays, 82 yards. Kansas City now up 10 points at Allegiant Stadium. Looks like we got a Chiefs fan in the chat. Get him out of there. If you're subscribed to the Raiders Report, spam me right now. We'll give you a shout out. I want to see who's repping with us here. Who are the real ones? Where are the real ones at? Man, we still have enough time here to get this thing going. Got some time. Got to put some points on the board. Though the Raiders in the second half have not been very good. Raider X, JJ fans, the Lesbo, Juan Hernandez, Kenneth. Get rid of the Chiefs guy. Kick is away. Caught at the 1-yard line by Trey Tucker. He's going to make a few guys miss. And he's going to go down at about the 21, maybe 22-yard line. What up, Ice? What up, Gabriel? Bryson, Smoke Fierce, Ira Jackson, Thunder Lord, Jaime, Alvarado Sr., Shav, Lawrence, Venom, Peter, PG 2869. First down and 10 for Las Vegas. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts, and all the momentum right now is in Kansas City's favor. They are showing a blitz. Raiders down 10, handoff, Jacobs, and he's going to get taken down by Chris Jones. Today, Jacobs, 5 carries, 1 yard, and a touchdown. Is Chugs back from Steven? No, Chugs gets back next week. So we got Trizzy Trace on the mic. Trizzy Trace on the mic. And then Thursday is going to be Patrick, who's a Vikings fan. So we'll get wild for that show. Bunches to the right, Garoppolo throws, looks. Oh my goodness, I thought that was going to get picked. Probably should have been picked. Probably should have been picked, man. Dangerous, dangerous throw there. And it's 3rd down and 8. If you give the ball back to Kansas City, Scheffler, so how much for a Trizzy boot? Because I'm trying to get even cause. I feel like I don't know. You got to ask Trizzy that, man. How much for a Trizzy boot? You are the MVP of today's show right now. John, I'm sorry that you feel that you didn't get the deal, but, I mean, we said it like 3 times what the deal was, man.
So, John, I'll make you a deal. I'll do beer bongs. I'm not trying to do a boot right now. I got to let this liquid sit, but I'll do a beer bong for you. If you can send in 100, I'll do a beer bong for you. Deal? Good? Cool.
Chef, I mean, I think, I speak on behalf of Trace, and Borelli can chime in here. Trizzy's always down to have a good time, but he's had a hell of a day already. So, he's had a hell of a day already.
Also, y'all
Second
saying
down
bench
10.
Trizzy? No, thank you. We're not benching me. If I get benched, stream is over.
Yeah, he's not wrong. So he's got to stay in the game, guys. I need Trizzy here today for me. Oh, man. Second down and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line. Garoppolo under center. Here we go. Drops back. Oh, boy. And our Luminor just gets beat by George Karlaftis, the rookie. Oh, boy. Yeah, Chef, he did it. That's what that beer bong was earlier. Garoppolo taken down, and now it's going to be 3rd and a really, really long. 3rd and really, really long. Today's MVP is John Scheffler, and he's got I'd say right now he's at, we're just going to put math's sake. Chef, you're going to do math? All right. 3rd and 19, Garoppolo drops back, looking, throws one up, and it's almost intercepted. He was throwing to Jacoby Myers. I mean, honestly, though, real-life football, I don't mind that. Real-life football, I don't mind it. And the reason why I say that is because if you're able to force a pass interference call, I'll tell you this, though, right now, Jimmy Garoppolo is not throwing 160 yards in the air. That I can promise you. A.J. Cole out to punt. Going to be caught at the 21. And he's going to go down at the 26-yard line. Jeremy Chugs just super chatted. 271. Scheffler's at 271 right now, and he's the MVP, just in case anybody wants to know / beat him. Yeah, Chugs, I don't think Trace is doing any more boots today.
I'll do it for a $200 super chat.
From Chugs? Or in
Sure.
general?
Anyone.
All right, there you go. 200 for a boot for Trizzy. You got to be able to push the buttons back there, homeboy. 24-14 is the score. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here. Mahomes, shotgun, 3 to the right. Come on, Raiders. Ball to 29. Mahomes, handoff, McKinnon. And Merrick is right there, tackles him quickly. It's only going to be a gain of 1. McKinnon's been an efficient runner today, 9 of 44. Merrick, you've got to be shitting me. We got a brand new MVP. John Borelli. Bang! Boot time. We'll do the boot after the third quarter. After the third quarter, we got another boot from Mr. Borelli. And Borelli, don't worry, Chef. Borelli's got your back. Wasn't going to let him get out of that one. New MVP, John Borelli. If you want to beat it, you got to get over 400. Wild stuff, man. Every 5 is a shot if LV gets an INT. The fact that you're saying that, I don't know if I trust you. Jeremy's essentially God. In this game, he's God. And if God came up to me and said that deal, I don't know if I'd buy it. I don't know if I'd buy it. Mahomes, 2nd and 10, looking. Throws, caught, first down. Another first down pickup. We got to get a freaking stop. Got to get a stop. I'm not taking the deal, Chugs. I'm not taking shots today. Trace has got to do another boot. No deal. I'm not taking the deal. No way. First down at 10. At the end of the third quarter, Trace, third boot of the day. That's insane to me. First down and 10, Kansas City handoff. And now it's going to be 2nd down and 9, and I hope that's the final play of the third quarter. This game is, it's getting ugly, man. Burley says, Trace, take your time. I think at the end of the third quarter, we'll do the boot. Though you do have to go fill it up. All right. Hit play. We'll do the fourth quarter. Trace, when you get the boot, we'll do the boot. No, you're good. Keep it rolling. Trace is going to go fill up the boot. 2nd down and 9. I keep forgetting. Guys, we have like 5 guys who are not working today, so we don't have the team we usually do. Mahomes throws. Kelsey caught. First down. That would be bad. Bad. Mahomes today has been sensational. Travis Kelsey today has been sensational. I mean, if you're going to put Robert Spillane on the best tight end in the National Football League, I'm sorry, you're going to lose more than you win. It's just as simple as that. You're going to lose more than you win. Jorge, appreciate you. First down at 10. Ball to 20 in the red zone. Kansas City. They're dropping back. Looking. Throws. Caught, of course. Kelsey. And, I mean, Mahomes, again, 25 of 29, 321 yards. Kelsey today, 11 for 154. In Madden, 11 for 154. The Raiders have just never had an answer for that man. Smoke fears the D-line's just giving up way too much time. Jeremy goes, do a deal for an interception. Do it. I'm drunk. Second and 4. Picked off.
Shots!
Returned. Marcus Peters to the 20. 10. Touchdown Raiders. I knew it. I knew Jeremy knew it. Marcus Peters. A 85-yard pick six. Holy shit. Marcus Peters touchdown against Patrick Mahomes. Show me those TDs. In the words of Jeremy Chugs, Marcus effing Peters. I knew it. As soon as Jeremy threw out that deal, I'm like, no chance I'm biting. No chance I'm taking the bait. That was a beautiful route jump there against his former team, and Peters takes it to the house. Wow. That was electric. All right, pause the game real quick, Trizzy. And let's celebrate that Marcus Peters pick six with a John Borelli boot. Holy crap, man. I think that was the most electric play of the Madden season so far.
Let's go!
Y for yes and for no. The MVP gets that hat signed by Trace and I, which right now it belongs. If I win MVP boot, you can keep the hat deal. Hey, that's for Jeremy Chugs. Boot going down. Scheffler, if you win, I'll just give the hat to Borelli. Because he's done enough today where, Mr. Borelli, you're going to get the hat. Unless Borelli's like, honestly, man, I don't want that hat. Which, I'll be honest, I'm not a cowboy hat guy. But hey, it is what it is. Borelli says, that's my guy. Spam Trizzy right now. Jeremy Chugs is in the chat. PG2869. I got Peter Bueno, Steven 69. Rebel Montana. Raiders win. David's on. Queen, Sarah, Otto. All spamming Trizzy Trace. All right, here we go. 24-21 is the score. Raiders down against Kansas City. Just got a huge, and I mean a huge, pick six there by Marcus Peters. And now, this game, we're back, man. I feel like we're back. Crash Dog says, if I win MVP, it's going to the Borelli. Ooh, all right. So, Borelli, it sounds like no matter what, you're getting that hat. Unless somebody really swoops in and this shit gets wild.
See, I see somebody saying cowboy hats are pure trash. Tell that to every girl I've ever met.
Really?
They love them.
Hey.
They love them.
I will say, down here, they do. In Dallas, they do. Alex wants me to wear a cowboy hat, but I just can't do it.
I pay so much money to see that.
I won't. I don't know. I don't like cowboy.
I won't buy you a cowboy hat if that makes sense.
I don't want a cowboy. I'm never going to wear it, and they're expensive.
The one that I'm wearing, it's good quality. It's a lot cheaper than you would think.
All right, first down and 10. John, he's not doing a boot for 100. First down and 10. Handoff. McKinnon breaks a few tackles. Flag. And it's holding against Kansas City. Oh, I see what he's saying. So John's saying if he wins the MVP today, he wants you to do a boot. If he wins MVP today. That's going to be your fourth. Are you better than Rolly? Okay. First and 18, throws, caught, first down. I mean, that's just too easy. Scheffler says if he wins MVP, he wants Trace to do a boot. So you got to keep track of what Chef's at. What's Chef at right now? Yeah, just you keep track of what Chef's at. Because now he might be out for blood. Second down and 1. Mahomes throws, caught, Scantling, first down. Cheese Whiz, I'm good. I'm definitely no Cheese Whiz out of the belly button for me. First down, Kansas City. Can the Raiders defense get a stop here? I mean, that pick 6 by Marcus Peters was about as big as it gets. It really doesn't get much more clutch than that. 24-21. Okay. Add that. First and 10, handoff. McKinnon taken down by the rookie Byron Young. And that's a really, really big stop. Yep. Second down and 10. Can I get some D's in the chat? Get some D's in the chat. Get some D's in the chat. Get some D's in the chat. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Throws, caught, McKinnon, taken down in bounds. I mean, Mahomes has been great today, minus that pick 6. That's really been the only issue in today's game. Third down and 5. If the Raiders get this stop here, I'm saying there's a chance. Ball's at the 50. I don't think there's any way in hell they try to kick a field goal from here, but it's Madden. You never know. Mahomes looks, throws, McKinnon, caught. First down, Kansas City. Mahomes really going to throw for 400 freaking yards in this game, isn't he? He's really going to throw for 400 freaking yards. That's nuts to me. Taken down by Peters, his first tackle of the game. Are you ready? This one rolling in from John Scheffler. Bang! Scheffler now 378. Morelli's the MVP at 400. McKinnon, handoff, first down, Chiefs, all the way down to the 27-yard line here. Remember, if Scheffler or if Crash Dog win the MVP, the hat still goes to Borelli. Scheffler been balling out lately. Been balling out. Spam John Scheffler. Maybe Scheffler will bring some good luck. Come on. Do another pick 6. Oh, my Lord. I put a hole in this table. First and 10. Handoff. McKinnon. And he's going to get taken down. Second down and 3. This was, again, that pick 6 is just save the Raiders, or else this would be a blowout of a game. Guys, we are one like away from 400. Who's going to be like 400? Who's going to be like 400? David Zahn showing love to Scheffler. When you get Mount Raider more showing love, that's how you know you're doing well. Caught! First down and 10. The Raiders got a lot of hands on some hips. Got to be getting winded at this point. I just want to see Trizzy do a boot. Scheffler is out to play. 478. John Scheffler. Bang! Down to the the 3-yard line. And Scheffler now is the MVP. If nobody takes over his spot, Trace will do a boot. So nobody take over that spot. Scheffler. Where is that other Sharpie? I literally just had it. About to score here. First down and goal, Kansas City. Come on, defense. Are they going to let this thing? Oh, it's a... Dude, I thought he got hit. Popped. Thought he got popped. All right, 2-minute warning here, which honestly helps out Kansas City. Shotgun. Raiders, I mean, can you hold him to a field goal? Handoff. McKinnon. Divine Diablo. What a stop, and the Raiders are going to take a timeout. And the Raiders are going to take a timeout. Did I throw away the wrong Sharpie? No, I didn't. It's just they're both running out of juice. Third down and goal. Ball at the 2. Can I get some D's? You heard me. Get some D's in the chat. Get some D's in the chat. Third down and goal. Mahomes, empty backfield. Raiders can't get any pressure. Back of the end zone. Broken up.
Incomplete.
Broken up. It's 4th down and goal. So if you're Kansas City, what do? You kick the field goal?
I will say this.
I think they're going to bring out the field goal unit.
This seems a little weird.
I think they're going to bring out the field goal unit.
Is it 4th and goal?
4th and goal, 24-21, and they're going for it.
If they get a stop, $5 shot clock for 2 minutes.
Here we go, Chiefs. Handoff, McKinnon, they got to stop. You're going to do a $5 shot clock for 2 minutes.
For 2 minutes. Only could be, it's like if it's over 5, it's still 1.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing. Timer has started.
Good luck to you.
Started.
You picked the wrong show to do that.
Well, here we
Also,
are.
Crosby
Here we are.
injured on the play, and he's walking off the field.
Does that make sense? So every super chat, if it's over 5, I'm doing a shot.
Sure.
You got a minute 45. Let's go. I'm thirsty.
I can't believe they just got to
That
stop.
was huge. Patrick Graham dialing up the blitz. Patrick Graham, stop the run, Raiders, stop it.
Max Crosby injured on the play. Hopefully he's okay. Garoppolo still looking, throws it. I'm just telling you right now, this is not good for you.
You got a minute 15 left. Minute 15. We're up to 4 shots at tequila. 5 shots at tequila.
You're doing tequila? Good, because
I'm doing tequila. It's Tuesday. Tequila Tuesday.
I'll say we don't have enough Fireball for all those shots.
We got 1 minute left. Let's go.
Garoppolo looking, throws, incomplete, 3rd down and 10.
Here we go, Raiders. Here we go.
John Borelli! Bang!
40 seconds. Get your supers in.
Which actually, Borelli, that's a gong for Borelli, just so y'all know.
Oh, Lord. Borelli's
3rd
gone.
down and goal.
This might be a safety.
Garoppolo.
This might be a safety. There was a hold. There was a flag, and it might be a holding, and it is. It's going to be a safety.
Is it?
Holding in the end zone.
I don't know.
It is. It is going to be a safety. Chiefs
Oh, I
ball.
didn't know he was in the end zone.
Illuminor with the hold.
Drake
10 seconds.
Drake again.
Who's Drake?
I think he means drink. I think he's had a few Drakes today.
You got 5 seconds. It's a hard cutoff. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, Scheffler was the last one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I own 9 shots of tequila.
All right, get out of here then.
I'll be back.
9 shots
You
of
think
tequila.
that's gonna get me drunk? You think that's gonna do it?
It would get me drunk. I know that. Scheffler, Drake again. I owe 2 gongs, by the way, for Borelli and Scheffler at the end of this show, man. Handoff. That safety is just devastating. You can't have that, Jermaine. You just can't have that. Yeah, Zon, you're probably not wrong. Just gave up a safety. 26-21, second down and 7. We owe 2 gongs. We owe 2 gongs. Mahomes, handoff, McKinnon. First down ends the game here. Final timeout by the Raiders, and it's 3rd down and 4. A very, and I mean very friendly spot there. I mean, they got a pick 6. They've been. This game should be a much bigger blowout than what it is, but Kansas City had a bad turnover. Yeah, you guys can blame Chugs. This is a game they should have won. Mahomes, shotgun. This is the most Raiders game ever, though, with Kansas City. Throws, caught! And Kelsey picks up the first, and that's going to do it. They had a chance to bring him down, but not enough, man. Just not enough, man. Chiefs get the dub. FKC. I mean, guys, let's be real. That's one of the most real Madden games I've ever seen. Raiders give you hope, and then just come up short, man. Raiders are going to fall to 6-6 in the Madden season. And here comes Kansas City. They're about to go in the victory formation. Devastating. But hey, if you're watching this live, don't go anywhere. We got 2 gong hits. Trace owes a boot. And Marshall's going to do a bunch of tequila, which, again, today, Tuesday, I don't drink on Tuesdays. At least I try not to. And I'm not drinking anything more today. Who's 29 needs to hit the gym. In this game, it's Jacorian Bennett. That's who's 29. 2nd and 11, and there's the knee. And that's going to do it. Raiders fought hard, and now we get the L. Weren't the Raiders 5-2? I think the Raiders were 5-2 in the Madden season. Though I don't 100% remember. You might have to go back and look, but the Raiders' second half part of their schedule is a little bit more difficult. That I know for a fact. That's it. That's going to do it. And Jackson Mahomes does stink. FJM, man. FJM. All right, so here's how this is going to go, because I need Trace to be able to do a few things for me on the back end. So the way that this show is going to roll here is, Trace, we're going to look at the Josh Jacobs stuff. Then we're going to show the 2 player bios for Damian Williams, Rex Burkhead. Make that quick, like, 1-minute cut, and we'll slap that onto rumors, and then we'll keep the party rocking and rolling. Sound good? Yep, you're good. All right, y'all. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for daily Raiders videos here. And if you're thinking about going anywhere, please don't go anywhere. We did get an update on Josh Jacobs. We'll talk about the 2 running backs that were in for a visit today with the silver and black. We'll talk about that. Marshall owes some shots at tequila when he gets back in here. And then Trace is going to do another boot, courtesy of John Scheffler, today's MVP. And because Scheffler was the MVP, that's why Trace is going to do the boot. And on top of that, Borelli, send me your Addy real quick, or just put it in the Mount Raider More chat. We're going to sign that hat that Trace has got on, and we're going to send it to you, man. Thanks for being an absolute legend on today's show. Shots from Borelli. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you what right now, this is going to be nuts. I don't know how Marshall's going to do this. I have no idea. Luckily, he walks. The more and more people that start to work here, like we're about to hire a few more people. You're going to see some new faces here around Chat Sports. We're telling everyone, man, walk. Walk to work, walk to work, walk to work. Who was like number 400 from Jeremy Cole? I don't know. Bo Daddy says 2-15 season. I mean, we're 6-6, and Madden's never been wrong before. So I think at worst to start, we're going 6-6. Raider Rob, no longer here. Different career paths. Steven, what up, man? We almost beat him last year, only lost by 1. You're right, Steven. And I mean, I think a lot of people that watch and remember that Chiefs game know that we should have beat them. Like, I actually think that the Raiders outplayed Kansas City in that game. Few calls didn't go our way. However, good teams find a way to win. And the Raiders were not a good team last season, and they found plenty of ways to lose. Plenty. Killa just said he was like 400. Shout out to Killa Cruisin', man. Shout out to all the real ones in the chat. Today's been a shit show. And I mean an absolute freaking shit show. I got to add Borelli on the boot one more time here. Borelli. If you're wondering what the wait is, Trace had to go to the bathroom. So that's what we're waiting on. Once Trace gets back here, the party's going to get rolling. And then I got to head out. I got a busy night tonight. For those that don't know, I was out with dinner with Alex last night. And then the news happened around the Chiefs linebacker. I keep forgetting his name. And I had to come back and do some work. So I gotta make it up to her. All right, real quick, let's film this thing. Let's film this thing real quick. You gotta wait. I'm gonna film something for Jacobs, and then we'll do that. Give me a minute. A minute. It's just gonna be a cold open on the front of the vid. Raider Rob still waiting for the Jello wrestling with Chugs. The worst part is we've had all the Jello wrestling stuff in our studio for about 2 years now. We were going to do it this year, but unfortunately, Chugs hurt his wrist. So, nice. Yeah, social into those bios, and then that'll be the front of our Raiders cut that's going to go out today. Sound good? All right, guys, coming up right now, quick little update on some of the things that happened over the last hour. Got a Josh Jacobs news bit here to get to from Josina Anderson. The update is, my understanding is that the Raiders are open to restarting talks with running back Josh Jacobs, with the hopes of getting him to rejoin the team, which still remains the goal for the organization. So definitely positive news there from the Raiders and Josh Jacobs, hoping that a deal does end up getting done because, let's face it, I want number 8 on our team. We are better with him. Other news that ended up happening today, the Raiders had 2 running backs in for a visit, which I do think is interesting because last week, or maybe it's a week or 2 weeks ago at this point, they had 2 power backs in. This week, they had 2 running backs that are more known for their ability to catch the football. Rex Burkhead has played for Texans. He's played with the Bengals. He's played with the New England Patriots, which is probably the biggest reason why he came in for a visit today. Also, the Raiders brought in running back Damian Williams. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, the latest news, rumors, and an update on Brandon Facyson. All right, y'all, thanks for sticking with us here once in a while. We got to do cuts like that to make sure that the videos that we put out are the most up-to-date. So you guys are watching this live. It'll make more sense probably here in a little bit. So, Trace, I need you to give me the gong cam because we owe not 1, but 2 gongs. And, Borelli, if you're watching the show, I'm going to ask you, I'll hit the gong for Scheffler. Do you want Trace, Y for yes, N for no, to hit the gong for you? Y for yes, N for no, Borelli, whatever you say, you get.
Yeah, Borelli, whatever you say, you get, dude.
I think he's already taken some shots. I don't know. Darius Harris, thank you, VT. All right, so Trizzy's going to hit the gong for Borelli. I'm going to hit the gong,
hit that gong, dude.
For John Scheffler.
Spark that gong, dog.
This guy, we got to get rid of him. We got to get rid of him. You ready? We crossed 500 in Venmo at Super Chat, so shout out to John Scheffler. John Scheffler. But wait! There's more! Get up here! But But wait! There's more. The MVP of today's show, John Scheffler. But John Borelli, you know what, Trace?
Sturdy grip.
Here we go.
Ready? This one's coming in from John Borelli. Let's go!
Mr. Joe Borelli had to get one in. And yes, that is what she said. All right, Marshall, you owe us some shots, my good man. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, but 9.
These are double shots.
Are they?
Compared to one we got. So I'm gonna go 4 in a row, aka.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna let the drunk hit in, and then we'll do the 9.
You're eating Peeps. You like Peeps?
Rebel Montana, go home.
Montana, Rebel Montana, Rebel Montana,
I literally
Rebel
can't even smell that.
Montana. I mean, that's impressive. I don't care who you are. 4 shots to the dome is tough, especially tequila. Woo! When you scream, you can hear it on the gong.
You actually can.
It's crazy. Woo! Woo!
Dude, if you yell, it picks up on the gong. That's funny. All right, one more. Come on.
He said, John Scheffler said, you better say John Chef, damn it.
Am I right? Don't ever diss the nation.
Dude, just
I never did.
out of the bottle,
Never.
to the dome. Don't be scared.
He's
Out of the
never.
bottle.
He's never.
This was like
It's
a lot
empty.
more full
It's empty.
a second ago.
All right.
Alrighty, here we go.
All right, you know what?
You're gonna finish her off.
This is for me not drinking today.
Robert, you did not hear chugs.
It's Tuesday.
I know I don't drink on Tuesdays, but this is about a halfie right here. This is for a legendary show from L.A. Crash Dog, from frickin' John Scheffler, John Borelli, all you crazy mother effers that pulled up today. Seriously, I don't know, man. You guys are nuts.
Marsh, some of them
Cheers.
think you look like Travis Kelce.
Really? Oh, all right. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Is that a dap or am I just taking?
You got. I just can't smell it, so you got to get rid of it.
Hey Scheffler. What's up, man?
You smell like a Yankee candle if it was tequila. A tequila Yankee candle. What am I stepping on? I got a beer bong behind me. I got all sorts of shit. All right, y'all. I think it's time to get the hell out of here. I appreciate all of y'all. No, we're good. We are in the clear. Trace. Oh, wait. Scheffler was the MVP. So you do owe a boot. That's on me. Yep, Zon, my bad. So here's the thing.
For the record, I tried to stop Mitch. I just want to put that out there.
Rolly did 4 boots, and now Trace is about to do a boot. You gotta go fill this one up. Good luck. And then we're gonna get out of here, because it smells like the worst college dorm I have ever been in my life. We got Truly's. We got an empty bottle of Patron. It's so bad in here right now. I mean, imagine what a college dorm smells like on a Sunday morning after you just raged from Thursday to Saturday. It smells awful. It's bad, man. It's bad. Borelli, damn, watching the Heat channel even more. I mean, he's Rolly does a really good job. I mean, Rolly's probably one of the smartest basketball minds I've ever been around, so it's really interesting to hear him talk about it. Oh God, I don't even know why I picked that thing up. That's terrible. It's so bad. I don't see how Alex or anybody drinks Patron. Mezcal, I'm about it. Mezcal, I'm about it. Rebel, it smells bad. It's not good. What's the best tequila out there? Like if I like mezcal. So what would you guys recommend me for some of you mezcal or for some of you tequila drinkers out there? Yeah, that tequila drink's already hitting me. What do you guys think? What would you recommend for me? I like mezcal. I don't like Patron. What would you recommend? 1942. See, I don't like 1800, so that's how it works, right? There's 1800 and then there's 1942. I don't like either of those. Centario. I think you've said that one before, Santos. Herradura. You guys are going to make fun of me how I say these. I'm trying to pronounce the different tequilas that they're putting in here. But I said I don't like 1800, so why would I like 1942? You know what I mean? Yeah. Tell the years make sense. All right, we got one more. We got one more boot. You got it. I believe in you. Oh, dude, I know what it's like.
I'm going to be shitting water.
You're going to be shitting piss.
I'm going to be shitting piss. I'm going to be pissing shit.
Oh, Christ. Oh, my goodness. You ready?
Cheers, Sheffy.
Cheers to Sheffy. Cheers to all the real ones out there. I know this, man. We got to get more Happy Dads because the Truly boots are truly awful. The fact that you're doing that right now is, Borelli said, my boy showed up today. My boy showed up today. He really did.
I always try to show up.
Trace showed up. There's no doubt about it, man.
Put it down and just take a sec. Because it's liquid. It's heavy.
Hey, you're good. You're doing a great job. There's a lot of liquid in there. Giggity? I don't know. What up, Die Hard? What up, Jorge? Effing beast from Borelli.
I'll be faster.
The truth boot. What is the truth boot? Is it like you find out how true it is on your fourth boot? No? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself. I mean, your first boot's difficult. The second one's tough.
The first one's tough because you're like, oh my god, that's so much liquid. Second one, you're like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Third, you're like, now it's cool.
Fourth one is it's a marathon. Or is it the truth boot because the truth comes out when you get to your fourth boot? Truth? I don't think that's it. Is it a truth boot because it's a truly boot? Can't wait to see my jersey from Ira Jackson. Ira, you and me too. Yep. Ira got one. You got to hurry, though, because I'm going to pee my pants. Oh, he just hit the bubble. No, I'm not leaving because after that, we're gonna get out of here. Drunks are spitting facts from Jorge. Go home, Marshall. Try pineapple bucanas. Did I say that right? Pineapple bucanas. All right, so Sarah said yes to the truth, truly. To the truth, truly. Mitch, is it true you're a Mets fan? Thoughts on the fire sale today? I am a Mets fan. Here, give me it. I'll finish it. Yeah, I don't want you to throw up. Oh, God. All right, y'all, we got to go. I know you're good. I'm not good now. Well, if anyone cares, I think one of those boots just came up. It's time to go. It's time to go. Oh, man. But, yeah, I'm a Mets fan. The fire sale, I think it's one of those things that's a super disappointing season. That's all I can say about the Mets. And now the frat room, it smells even worse. Jeremy Chugs, I just did a boot on the beach faster than that. You probably did. From me, from Drizzy Trace, from all the crazy ones out there, we got to go, man. It's Tuesday. I'll see y'all Thursday. Raiders, Vikings, watch party. Peace out. I love y'all.